They got the boys ready to go, so they're excited for the opportunity to try to put their better foot forward today, and as they came up a little short against Juab the last time they were here.
Well, the last time these two teams played was back on the 24th of August, so at the very beginning of the season, the Hawks and Union Cougars kind of matching up, and North Sanpete kind of chipped away. It was a 7-3 game, or actually a 6-3 game through most of the game until the second half when North Sanpete scored 10 points. Chance Clausen, a 12-yard touchdown run. Devin Palmer, a 27-yard field goal, and the Hawks won that game 16-3. The defense of North Sanpete was phenomenal in that game, and they'll need an equal effort here today. Yeah,
I think they're going to rely on that defense as they have all year and try to put the clamps down on Union. And Union's gotten better, as the years progressed, and their offense is scoring a few more points. So it should be an exciting ball game today.
Well, we'll take a look at an interview with head coach Rhett Bird when we come back from the North Sanpete Hawks. We'll also take a look at the other games going on today in the playoffs as we have a doubleheader here on KMTI AM 650, 95.1 FM, and 106.7 FM in Sevier County, as we'll have this Union Cougar North Sanpete 3A game, and then we'll go off to the South Sevier Rams and Grand Red Devils from Moab. Robert Lovell will have the broadcast. We'll join that just as soon as the final whistle sounds here from North Sanpete High School. We'll be back on the Snow College pregame show. Snow College offers the lowest tuition and fees in the Utah system of higher education. Start your education at snow.edu. We'll be back right after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Welcome back once again.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet.
All right, here we go.
And powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the Big Blue Trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, as the North Sanpete Hawks are playing the Union Cougars in the playoffs here in the quarterfinals. I'm with Rhett Bird, of course, here of the North Sanpete Hawks on our Snow College pregame show. Of course, Snow College in the top 10% of the nation in student success. Turn on your education at snow.edu. And Rhett, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mike. I'm glad to be here with you.
I know you got a home playoff game, what you were shooting for a few weeks ago. You got it. You're here today. Beautiful weather, afternoon game. How you guys feeling?
We're feeling really good, and actually we don't have one guy that's injured on the sideline tonight. We have everyone back tonight. So it's a good day for us. Playing in this weather right here with all of our guys is what we wanted.
All right, what did you take from that last game of the season against the Juab Wasps? They came here and beat you on your home field. You were without Peyton Clausen and a few other guys, but what did you guys take from that game?
You know, looking back on film, we didn't really see the pursuit that we had in the last games that we've played. Peyton's a big part of that too. When he's out on the field, he's just one of those guys that a lot of people they follow him. But we cleaned some things up. Juab did a really good job. Mike did a really good job at keeping us on our heels in that game, and it showed. We're glad that it happened then, and it's not in a game like this where it's an elimination game. So we're excited to be where we're at. We're excited that we had that 1 week bye because we were in desperate need of it to get some guys back and to get healthy. So, you know, we learned from that game. We're moving forward, and we're excited to be here in the playoffs and in the position that we're in.
All right, you took on the Union Cougars in the preseason, beat them 16-3. It seemed like a tighter game than what the score indicated, but after you beat them, do you worry the team might have this one as in the books already?
No, I don't think they do. This team's they've really caught on to what they need, the mentality they need to have in order to win games. And I think we understand that we realize we could lose any given day. We're a team that we grind things out, and we have to decide mentally that we're going to be that type of team before we step on the field. When we were in pregame, we saw a lot of good things. We kind of go through a checklist in our mind as we see the kids prepare themselves for a game, and everything looked good today when they were preparing themselves during warm-ups today for the game.
All right, Matt Labrum's Cougars won in double overtime at home against the Manti Templars, your rival down the road. What did you see from that game? What does this team have that you have to watch out for?
They're still desperate. They want to win. They want to play, and that's one thing that we know they're not going to back down. We realize they have a couple guys out, and we're excited to host them here, and we realize that it's going to be a dogfight. That's just who we are. That's who they are. They play physical. We play physical, and we hope, you know, those are the type of games that are fun. And so we know we have to take care of the ball. It's going to be ball control. We got to make sure that we don't give them anything easy tonight.
All right. And what do you think are some keys to the game? Categories you win and you're victorious.
One of the big things is big plays. When we get a chance to make a big play, we've got to make them tonight. We realize that in the playoffs, momentum's big. So if we get a chance to get our hands on the ball to make a pick, we got to make it. If we get a chance to, you know, catch a deep ball on offense, we got to make sure we catch that ball because we realize how big those plays can be in the playoffs.
All right, Rhett, as always, thanks a lot. Good luck in the game.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, Rhett Bird of the North Sanpete Hawks will send it back to the studios. Back with more of the Snow College pregame show right after this.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation. 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time. CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Bugs, spiders, I don't mind them. That is until they cross the threshold into my house. Then it's war. Stop the fighting in your house and get year-round protection with EcoLife. EcoLife is offering their Pest Shield package at just $19.99 per month with guaranteed results. You'll get unlimited service calls, an outdoor pest shield, cobweb cleanup, and winter pest treatment, all with a product that is child and pet safe. So call EcoLife today to protect your home with Pest Shield. 435-283-6002 or go to ecolifeusa.com.
And welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Tranick, Keith Curtis on our Snow College pregame show. Snow College has a 73% successful transfer and graduation rate with an average class size of 20. visit snow.edu. It's the North Sanpete Hawks in the 3A playoff quarterfinals against the Union Cougars. A rematch of a preseason game on August 24th that the Hawks won 16-3 in a defensive battle. And, of course, let's take a look at the league standings before we get into the other games that are going on today. First, let's take a look at the 3A North where the Union Cougars sit. Morgan finished in first place at 5-0. Grantsville second at 4-1. Union finished third at 3-2. Carbon fourth at 2-3. Emory fifth, 1-4. And Judge finished in last place at 0-5. In the 3A South, the Summit Academy Bears took first place with the region championship with a 5-0 record. Juan Diego and North Sanpete tied for second with a 3-2 record. The Hawks had the tiebreaker as they beat Juan Diego on the road. Juab finished fourth at 2-3. Richfield tied for fifth with Manti, both 1-4 on the season. And right now, the Hawks and the Cougars are out there for the coin toss at the 50-yard line. Keith Curtis will keep an eye on that as we look at our Eureka Roofing coin toss for today. John Swap with Eureka Roofing will install your new roof with care and expertise because they really care about getting the roof done right. Other games going on today in the playoffs of Class 3A. You have Morgan hosting Juab today. That game will be at 4 o'clock on Classy FM, KMGR, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network on Centralcom Channel 10, Local10.tv. Also, it'll be Richfield hosting at Summit Academy at 4 o'clock. We'll have that game on Local10.tv and also the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network on KSVC AM 980. And then it'll be Grantsville and Juan Diego, the other 3A matchup that is taking place. And the 2A ranks will have a few games for you as well today. The first one we'll have on the radio and TV is the game coming up right after ours here. It's South Sevier at Grand County in Moab. 5 o'clock kickoff. We'll join that one in progress or right about kickoff as we'll have that with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh down there in Moab for that 2A quarterfinal. Then we have Beaver at Delta. That'll be at 4 p.m. And that'll also be on KSVC FM 100.5 and also on Centralcom Channel 10's Local10.tv website. Millard is at San Juan, and Enterprise is at South Summit, the other 2A quarterfinal matchups. Well, let's take a look at the toss brought to you by Eureka Roofing. Keith?
Well, the Union Cougars, they won the toss, Mike, and rather than normally defer, they want the ball. So they're going to receive the ball going from north to south here at Hawk Stadium. And so they're anxious to get on the board first.
All right, let's take a look at the North Sanpete City's keys of the game. The cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni are committed to the future and wish of North Sanpete Hawks and wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. What are your North Sanpete City's keys of the game?
Well, for Union, they want to get out and score early. North Sanpete does not like to play from behind, so they know that's important that they and not turn the ball over. For North Sanpete, they want to control the clock with their running game, get on top a little bit early, and then let that defense just fly around and make plays all afternoon.
All right, they're going to present the colors here at North Sanpete High School. We'll take a break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centralcom Channel 10. We'll be back right after this.
Oh, no. Got broken stuff? You've always known Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim to be your one-stop shop for hardware, building supplies, and help with fixing your broken stuff. But did you also know that they've become Sanpete's destination paint center? Regardless of your paint color, Hermanson's can mix and match it from their database of over 350,000 competitive colors. As always, you can expect good old hometown service from the friendly and knowledgeable staff. Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim, it's how going to a hardware store should be.
Work for me!
Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he suffer from the buffer?
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with fiber-fast internet from MTCC. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
Hi, this is Kevin Madsen with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
Welcome back once again on the Snow College pregame show. Snow College of course, is ranked 14th in student satisfaction with ratemyprofessor.com. Turn on your education. Go to snow.edu. Well, of course, we had our North Sanpete City's keys of the game. We've got, of course, coming up for you. We'll have our stat check brought to you by Eureka Roofing. We appreciate Snow College for sponsoring our pregame show. The North Sanpete Hawks will kick off to start off this football game. And as you take a look at this game, what are some other things you're thinking about this game, Keith?
Well, one is, can North Sanpete get that running game? They got a three-headed monster in Burgess and a couple other running backs that, they have about 400 to 500 yards on the season, all three of them. So if they can get that running game going, and Union, can they come out with that same aggressiveness that they did against Manti and capitalize on some turnovers? It should be a fun ball game.
All right, we're ready for the kickoff here as the North Sanpete Hawks will have the kickoff by Rodriguez. There's the kickoff. And it's going to be a short one. Bounces at the 25-yard line, and diving and fielding at the 24 is all it'll be. So good placement there on the kick that time by the North Sanpete Hawks, Luis Rodriguez.
Well, it was almost like they practiced that. It goes right over the top front two lines and drops right in front of the receivers and makes it tough for them to make a play on.
So first down and 10 for the Union Cougars here on the near hash. They'll have it at their own 25-yard line as we're ready to go here in this football game. State playoff game. Quarterfinal matchup here at North Sanpete High School. No score here. First drive of the game here on our State Farm Insurance scoreboard. A special thanks to all of our sponsors. We'll mention in a second. Right now it's going to be the quarterback foot in the gun. Takes the snap. Play action. He's going to throw it across the middle. Tipped and almost picked off. Falls harmlessly incomplete. Great job to block that by the Hawk defense.
Yeah, nice job getting their arms up on that pass play. They did have a man open on the little crow route there, but good job by the defense getting pressure and then getting their arms up and deflecting that ball. I think that was big number 77, Mr. Ashworth.
I think you're right. So great job by the Hawk defense so far. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Cougars. Foot is in the shotgun with three wide receivers to the near side. There's the handoff to the running back up the middle. He is hit and he is stopped cold by that Hawk defense as they are really flexing their muscles early. First one in there for the North Sanpete Hawks, I believe, was number 62 for the Hawks, McCade Poulsen.
Yeah, McCade Poulsen did a nice job. Then he had Justison falling up behind him and Longschwager, so they were flying to the ball there.
That'll bring up a third down and 11 for the Union Cougars. Two wide receivers go out to the far side. It's going to be Caden Hyder out there with Henry Barnes. Nate Foote at quarterback on this third and 11 from his own 24. Takes the snap, drops back, looking. He's going to fire across the middle. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Good coverage by the Hawks and a good rush as well.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. They were trying to set up a middle screen there, so the line was kind of letting the defenders go, but the Hawks defense read it really well, and he just had to throw it into the ground.
Special thanks to Intermountain Power Service Corporation, as well as Cache Valley Bank, Intermountain Sanpete Hospital, Risk Managers Insurance, CO Building Systems, Central Valley Medical Center, Ecolife, Snow College, Skyline Motorsports, Gunnison Market, Barney Trucking, Manti Telephone, Centricom Channel 10, Hermanson's Hardware, Utah Heritage Credit Union, Zions Bank, and Clean Cut Roofing are sponsors for our broadcast today. There's the snap for the punt, almost blocked by the Hawks, but a beautiful punt is sailed away. Lemus is going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Cougars bounce, and it's going to die at the 32-yard line. So from almost being blocked to a beautiful punt, that was nice.
Yeah, really nice job. A little surprised Lemus didn't come up and make that catch. Would have saved the Hawks another 10 yards. But, great start for the defense if you're a North Sanpete fan tonight.
So the North Sanpete Hawk offense will come out on the field. First and 10 at their own 33-yard line on the far hash, going from right to left on your radio dial and your TV screen. No score on the State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance. North Sanpete's Clausen at quarterback. Set to go. Under center with the inverted wishbone. Runs the option. He hands it off up the middle to the dive back. The ball is going to be forward, and a nice powering rush by Justison gets about 8 yards.
Yeah, nice job just reading the dive option there off the guard tackle split, and Justison picked up 8 tough yards there.
Second down and 2 for North Sanpete at the 41-yard line on the far hash. First play, 8 yards. Justison will take a breather. Mason Burgess is the tailback. Chance Clausen under center. 2 fullbacks and a tailback. 2nd and 2. There's the handoff to the dive back up the middle again, and this time it's going to get the first down. Breaking a tackle to the 50-yard line, breaking through. He may go all the way. Jorgensen to the 10. He's down to the 5. Touchdown, North Sanpete, as rushing in was Connor Jorgensen, I believe.
Yeah, that was just great power running there. He got stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and there was a Union tackler hanging on to his backside, but he broke away and he was gone.
Just stood up. It looked like he was going to get stopped, but somehow with his strength he broke away and then rushes in for the touchdown for the North Sanpete Hawks. Wow.
That's a great way for the offense to start for the Hawks there, getting that big play.
A 59-yard touchdown run by Jorgensen gives the Hawks a 6-0 lead. Here's the snap for the extra point. Rodriguez chips it up. It is good. It is 7-0. North Sanpete leading in the state playoff game over the Union Cougars. We'll take a break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Back after this.
This is Nate Johnson of Risk Managers Insurance in Ephraim, reminding you that we now offer service line failure coverage. This includes the sewer lines, water lines, gas, fiber, and power lines. Many home insurance policies do not cover these sometimes unforeseeable and costly utility failures. For a small annual premium, we can cover your home against these costly failures. Make sure that you are covered. It is not if you need it, but when you need it. Stop by or call Risk Managers at 110 North Main in Ephraim or call 283-4685.
A 59-yard touchdown run by Jorgensen of the Hawks as Connor, the 5'10", 190-pound junior, breaks a couple of tackles and then rushes down the far sideline for the touchdown, actually between the numbers and the far hash. And Rodriguez gets the extra point. He is ready to kick off to the Union Cougars. His team up 7-0. There's another placed kick again, going to be fielded at the 21-yard line. Going to the far side with the ball is going to be Caden Hyder. Hyder's going to cut back inside, and then he's going to get hit and stopped at about the 29-yard line by the Hawk kickoff team. Coming in and helping out on the tackle for the North Sanpete Hawks was number 45, Brage Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson, he's kind of the Swiss Army knife for North Sanpete. He leads the team in sacks. He's on special teams. He's everywhere all over the field.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Union Cougars, trailing 7-0 to the North Sanpete Hawks, as the Cougars come out with Foote in the shotgun. Nate Foote wearing number 13. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Going to keep it. And he's going to, well, he gives it off. It looks like he gets a couple of yards on that far side. North Sanpete read it well. And in there on the tackle, Justison.
Yeah, nice job by the Union line that time. They kind of minimized the North Sanpete guys up front. I was able to find a crease for almost 3 yards there.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Union Cougars.
I know for knowing Coach Labram, I used to play with him in Southern Utah. He's going to try to grind it out and then try to hit the big play over the top.
7-0 Hawks lead. There's the snap. Quick pass out of the near side. A little low. Picked up by the receiver. He gets hit. He gets stopped at the 32-yard line. Good defense there by the North Sanpete Hawks. Helping out on the tackle that time for the Hawks is number 65, Braxton Brotherson.
Yeah, nice flow by the defense there. Brotherson did a nice job. If the throw could have been a little bit higher there, he probably could have picked up some little more positive yardage. But, you know, the Hawk defense is flying around today.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8 to go for the Cougars. We'll call it 7. 3 wide receivers to the far side. One of those is going to be Caden Hyder. In the shotgun is Nate Foote with his running back to his right. Wide receiver on the near side. He rolls to the near side. Throws downfield. It's going to be picked off by the Hawks. Intercepted by Peyton Clausen.
Yeah, I don't think he even saw Clausen. He just was filling the flat there. They're trying to hit a guy on a 10-yard out for the 1st down, and Clausen picked right in front of it.
And again, we talked about the impact of Peyton Clausen, who did not play in that JUAB game. And, boy, he's making his presence felt already in this one.
Yeah, he had some injuries he had to get taken care of, and he looks pretty good today. As Coach mentioned earlier in the pregame show, he's kind of their spark plug.
So an interception, first turnover of the game. Peyton Clausen has it. Now the Hawks with the ball. They're going to hand it off, and now going to the near side, down to the 10-yard line, and tackled at the 3-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle by number 11, Henry Barnes, but what a run that time by the Hawk running back that time.
That was Clausen. They said, hey, you got the pick. We're going to give you the ball. He just broke it. Again, the dive play right out between the guard and the tackle, and I think they found a weakness in the Union's defense that they're trying to take advantage of.
North Sanpete already leading 7-0 here in the first quarter with 3:40 left in the first quarter. Now under center is Clausen. Two backs in the backfield. There's the handoff to Jorgensen. He's going to muscle his way forward and gets down to about the 1 yard line is all, but a nice carry.
Yeah, nicely done by the offensive line for North Sanpete. They're getting some good penetration up front. Union has some decent sized linemen, but right now their Hawks are just breaking their will.
That'll bring up a 2nd and goal for North Sanpete at the 1.5 yard line, right about at the 1. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. North Sanpete with a big 59-yard touchdown run by Connor Jorgensen. Now Mason Burgess is the tailback. Peyton Clausen and Jorgensen are the fullbacks. Under center is Clausen, who turns around, sends Burgess in motion, going to the left side. He's going to take it himself. He gets tripped up in the backfield. A fantastic defensive play by Caden Hyder, the 5'7", 140-pound senior, to stop that run.
Yeah, that was a great play by Hyder. He read that all the way. He noticed that he wasn't going to give the dive ball and took him right down to the ground. Great play.
Hawks lost 1.5 yards on that. 3rd and goal from the 2.5 yard line. Jorgensen will come out. Brock Justison will come in. The banging back may get the call here, with the Hawks knocking on the door in the red zone. Wide receiver Burgess now is set up as a wide receiver to the far side. Langschwager is the tight end to the right side. Under center is Clausen. He takes the ball, drops it, and it goes into the end zone, recovered by the Union Cougars. It'll be a touchback, so the Hawks blow a golden opportunity as a turnover results at the 2 yard line.
Boy, what an unfortunate break for the Hawks. They're down on the smell the goal line, and then they just can't get the center exchange, it looked like.
Raiden Dietz, the 5'9", 145-pound sophomore, may have recovered it for the Cougars. They'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line. So North Sanpete threatening to go up by 2 scores. A big miscue as they fumbled the snap into the end zone, and the Cougars recover.
Yeah, if you're a Union Cougar fan, that's a huge break for them. And now let's see if they can get some positive yardage on offense and put a score up.
The Cougars now with foot under center, takes the snap, hands it off to his running back to the left side. Peyton Clausen makes the tackle at the 25-yard line, but a pickup of about 5 on the carry that time by the running back.
They did a nice job. They pulled kind of like a counter trap action and did a nice job blocking the defensive end out and picking up positive yardage.
Mason Eldridge on the carry for the Cougars. They pick up 5.5, 2nd down and 4. For the Union Cougars, trailing 7-0 here in this first quarter. Foot under center, takes the snap, hands it off to the left side. Eldridge gets the call again, gets to the 29-yard line, about a yard shy of an MKJ Construction first down. Brotherson made the tackle. There is a hanky on the field, though, of the yellow variety. And it's holding on the Union Cougars, so erase that play, and that'll march them back. Well, the Hawks have been into the Sanpete Valley Conoco end zone once already. You'll find courteous service at the convenience store, famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches, refreshing frazzles, pizza, and yo cream at Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of the highways in Moroni. This will march the Cougars back, and you just hate as a coach those penalties that kill a drive, especially after turnover in your own end zone.
Yeah, you go from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 11. Nothing will drive a coach more crazy than that.
Second down and 11 for the Cougars. 2 wide receivers to each side, and back to the right. A foot in the shotgun. Takes the snap, pumps, looks to the near side, throws, going to be caught on the slant to the 25-yard line, sliding and getting hit by Peyton Clausen at the 26 is going to be the receiver on the play. That was Caden Hyder.
Yeah, that was nicely set up. They faked the quick slant on the left side, came back to Hyder on the almost like a bubble screen because they sent the lineman down to hit the linebacker, and he picked up about 8 yards.
Brings up a 3rd down and 4 to go for the Union Cougars, trying to get a first down. They're wearing the white uniforms with black helmets and black numerals. Hawks, the home team, wearing the all-red uniforms with black helmets and black numerals. On the near hash, going from left to right, the Cougars will send out Hyder to the wide side. Going from left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial, under center with I-backs behind him. There's the handoff from Foot, goes to Eldridge. Eldridge is going to get hit and stopped almost to the first down marker. I think he got free and then did get it for the first down. We'll see where the spot is here. He did get the first down.
Yeah, he did a nice job picking up the first down, and it looked like he almost caught himself from going down because there was a little confusion between the referees there, but he picked up 4 tough yards to get him their first down.
MKJ Construction first down, whether your project is a new road, water line, or a decorative landscape feature, MKJ has the experience and equipment for the project. Cougars now, first down and 10. There's the handoff to Eldridge. He's going to go right, or actually this may be Hyder, and he's going to get stopped short. It is Eldridge, and he's going to get caught right about the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard.
Yeah, the North Sanpete defensive front four did a really nice job that time. McCade Polson stood his guy up, and looks like Big Dustin Ashford was filling in there. They did a nice job stuffing that play.
So 4 minutes, 59 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. North Sanpete leading Union 7-0 on our State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Call local State Farm agent Danny Dykes, 800-347-8601. Foot under center. Pitch out to the far side. Trying to cut up field. Dodges a tackler nicely, but here comes Brock Justison to make the tackle and finish him off just a yard downfield.
Boy, Connor Jorgensen, he read that play perfectly. Had him dead to right about for a 4-yard loss. Just slipped the tackle there, and then Brock Justison brought him to the ground.
So the Hawks exchanging personnel on defense for this 3rd down and 8 for the Union Cougars. Far hash at their own 34-yard line. So the Cougars trying to get a play to get them a first down. Last time they went with a pass play on a slant that got them the yardage they needed for the 1st and 10. So the Cougars now, far hash, right at the 35 is where they place the ball now. Trips to the near side as wide receivers. Wide receiver to the far side, and the shotgun his foot. Here comes the rush. Rolls to his right. He's going to get hit as he throws. He is hammered. The ball pops out. North Sanpete looking for the recovery. It's loose, and it is recovered by North Sanpete if they do rule it a fumble. It is a fumble recovery by the North Sanpete Hawks. They're going to talk about whether the arm was in motion, though, Keith, to give that an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was a bang play. It sure looked, it's really close. If you look at the replay, it's going to be, they're keeping it as a fumble, so what a big play by, that was number 82 for the Hawks. That was Jamal Mayol who came up with that big hit.
So the Hawks recover the fumble. His arm was just coming in motion when he touched the ball in the back of his, as he had it cocked, knocked the ball out. They're going to rule that a fumble. And now we have an official's timeout, it looks like.
Well, I think Coach Labram's over there going, my guy's arm is up. He's trying to bring it forward, and, to him, he thinks it's a forward pass. So I think he's arguing it's trying to get the ball back, but I think he's going to get it.
As they're talking about it right here, we'll slow it down on our instant replay here.
17-yard line.
Goes back, and boy, that is just very close. I think the instant replay, as you slow it down, he did hit his hand with the ball before the arm started in the forward motion. So I don't know how those officials are able to see that, but wow, they do, and that was a good call. So it is a fumble recovery. North Sanpete has the ball. Back to pass. Clausen's going to throw one to the end zone, looking to the near side for Bowles. Bowles can't get to it. Good coverage on the play by number 11, Henry Barnes.
Yeah, on that one, Clausen just underthrew it. He's got to lead Bowles a little bit more, and he had a step on the cornerback there. He could have walked right into the end zone and caught that if he'd have laid it up there for him.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Another golden opportunity to take the lead or extend their lead. They already lead 7-0 over the Cougars. They have the ball at the 18-yard line. Wide receiver to the far side for North Sanpete. Ashton Osborne. Near side is Ethan Bowles. I formation in the backfield. Clausen's going to hand it off to the fullback. He is met, stopped, but breaks the tackle and then gets a couple yards across the 15 to the 14 between the hash marks. It'll be a 3rd down.
That was a nice, tough run by Justice in there. Almost, he got the handoff on his hip. It almost looked like the ball could have popped out there. Very fortunate for North Sanpete, but Justice did a good job picking up positive yardage.
3:17 left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 7 for North Sanpete. 14-yard line of the Union Cougars, leading this game by a score of 7-0. We want to remind you, coming up immediately following the final whistle of this game, we will join the South Sevier at Grand game with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh right here on KMTI 106.7 FM in Sevier County. Hawks 3rd down and 8. There's the quarterback keeper on the near side. He gets hit and dives forward to about the 10-yard line. Flag on the play. Could be a hold on Langschwager. Langschwager, I think, got that holding call.
Just got a little too aggressive on the block there, and as Clausen cut up inside of them to try to pick up that first down.
That'll march the Hawks back, and again, they fumbled at the 2-yard line, trying to go up 14-0. Now they have the ball, of course, on a turnover in the red zone, and they have a penalty that marches them back. The Hawks, of course, cannot have these opportunities slip away from them to try to put this team away, or at least get a lead to prevent Union from taking the lead somehow.
Yeah, Coach Bird would be the first to tell you we've got to capitalize on these opportunities, especially in the playoffs, and so I'm sure it's something that he'll stress at halftime and try to get him back on track to getting that ball in the end zone.
So right now it's going to be a 3rd down and just about forever. They have the ball at the 25-yard line. They need to get down to the 9. So 3rd and 16. I formation. Clausen's going to play action, drop back. He's going to roll to his near side, throws downfield. Wide open is Langschwager. Langschwager at the 10, down to the 5-yard line, and tackled close to the 2. Fantastic job. He was wide open, Keith.
He really was. It almost looked like a broken coverage by the Union Cougars there, and Langschwager almost bowled his way into the end zone.
Catches it at the 15 along the sideline. No one there, and then finally gets tackled there by the Cougars to prevent the touchdown. Had Rohr not come over to make that tackle, he would have had his team to get across that goal line. So right now it's 1st and goal for the Hawks. I formation. Chance Clausen under center, takes the snap, hands it off at the middle, bowling forward. Touchdown, North Sanpete. The Hawks pound it in. And was that Justison is the question.
Yep.
Brock Justison in for the touchdown for the North Sanpete Hawks as they go up 13-0 over the Union Cougars. And now Luis Rodriguez will come out to attempt the extra point as the Hawks get into the Sanpete Valley Conoco end zone. There's the extra point try. It's up. It is good. As the Hawks get into that Sanpete Valley Conoco end zone, delivering bulk fuel, oil, and lube to Central Utah, Sanpete Valley Conoco. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Skyline Motorsports is proud to support North Sanpete High School sports. So remember, if you're in the market for a new side-by-side or ATV, you need to get into Skyline Motorsports. They have the latest Kimco has to offer. Skyline Motorsports also carries all the latest riding gear and accessories for your outdoor needs. And they have the best service department in the county. So drop on into Skyline Motorsports today and go Hawks.
The North Sanpete Hawks take the lead over the Union Cougars, or extended actually with another touchdown. This one a touchdown run by Brock Justison of 2 yards, and North Sanpete leads 14-0, Keith.
Yeah, you got to give kudos to the front line for the Hawks there. Their big boys up front are really getting off this first quarter, doing a great job.
2:26 left here in the first quarter. There's the kickoff by the Hawks. High end over end kick going to be fielded back at the 11-yard line, being brought to the near side now, between the numbers of the near hash, now along the sideline, to the 25, to the 30-yard line, getting by a tackler up to the 36-yard line before being tackled was the return man for the Union Cougars. Great job there by number 20. That was Kason Sperry, or check that. That was Trevin Braithwaite.
Yeah, Braithwaite did a nice job. He had 2 or 3 blockers out in front of him and just took his time waiting for them to get off their blocks and picked up really positive yardage. They got great field position.
While they change sides of the ball after the kickoff, let's take a TRB Rock Products timeout. TRB Rock Products provides landscape and decorative rock, sand base, and other products to beautify your home. Union Cougars 1st down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Foot is in the gun with it back to his left. In motion goes Hyder, takes the hand off, but this one's going to get blown dead. This one looked ugly from the beginning. I'm not sure if they had movement or what.
Yeah, I think they had a little bit of movement up front, so that's why they oh, no. They said North Sanpete jumped across, so they called it dead.
Usually they don't blow it dead for the offense. It's usually a free play for the offense, and they blew this one dead, and they're going to make it a 1st and 5 for the Union Cougars.
Yeah, that was either they must have lined up in the neutral zone, or that's a little bit of a head scratcher on that one.
So 1st and 5 for the Union Cougars, all the way from Roosevelt, Utah. 2 wide receivers come to the near side. One of those is Hyder. The other one is Russell. Ryan Russell out to the near side. Foot in the gun. Sends Hyder in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. And he takes it himself up the middle on the quarterback keeper. He's hit and stopped right there by the first man through for North Sanpete, Brock Justison.
Yeah, nicely read by Justison that time. He noticed on the fly sweep motion that the quarterback didn't give it to him, and he just hit him as soon as he took a step forward.
No gain on the play. Back to the line of scrimmage. Foot made it. 2nd down and 5 on the near hash, going from left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial. 1:47 left here in the first quarter of play. North Sanpete 14, Union nothing. 2 wide receivers to the far side, make it 3 now, and 1 to the near side. Foot in the gun. With a back to his right, drops back to throw. Good protection. Fires across the middle, has a receiver. Diving catch at the first down marker, and complete to Ryan Russell.
Very nice catch by Russell. The ball was thrown to the right side of him, and so he had to dive backwards to catch that ball. He just found a soft little spot in the zone there and sat down and made a great catch.
1st and 10 Cougars. Oh, they are going to mark him short. It looks like, it must be maybe they want to measure. Right now they're kind of confused, the officiating crew is, and while they are, we'll talk about State Farm Insurance. On the scoreboard, it's Hawks 14, Cougars nothing. Your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Danny Dykes in Moroni offering all types of insurance. They did give him the first down, which is what we thought originally.
Yeah, they just had a little miscommunication out there, so they got it right.
Foot in the gun. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 on the far side. 1st and 10 at his own 46-yard line. Back to throw. Fires to the near side. It's going to be thrown too far inside. Hits the turf, incomplete. Along the near sideline, along the numbers. Intended for Hyder. It'll be 2nd and 10 from their 43.
I like what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the ball to their playmakers, and Hyder's one of their main playmakers that they got. And they just Foot's got to give them a little more space to catch that ball and get upfield.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 yards to go. They're going to mark it at the 42-yard line, right between the hash marks at midfield on a beautiful day in Sanpete County. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 on the near side for the Cougars. In the gun is Foot with a cleared-out backfield. No, he's got a back there with play action. He was hiding him nicely. He's going to get caught from behind. He's going to get sacked on the play by the North Sanpete defense. And I believe getting in there for the Hawks was number 73, Alan Oldroyd.
You got Alan Oldroyd in there, and you had a couple others, McCade Polson. Great pressure there for a 4-yard loss.
Boy, Oldroyd just beat his man with a swim move and then came in and made the tackle in the backfield for a loss of about 3 yards. So back to the 43-yard line.
That was a beautiful swim move. They should have him join the swim team, Mike.
I know. I can't even do that in the pool, let alone trying to get past a big offensive lineman. So ready to go, the Union Cougars now. After that loss, there's the snap, back to pass. Going to throw to the deep near side, looking for a receiver. Incomplete, double coverage there. Breaking it up nicely for the North Sanpete Hawks was Turner Robinson.
You had Turner Robinson there. You had the Clausen kid there, and they both had great coverage. Clausen turned around right at the last minute, played that one perfectly.
So incomplete pass intended on the near side. Along the numbers, brings up a 4th down and about 13 from the 44-yard line of Union. And back to receive for the Hawks, I believe, is Lemus. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. There's the snap. Foot will be the punter as well. Kicks it end over end, bounces at the 30-yard line. It goes to the sideline, out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. And that's where the Hawks will take over.
27-yard line.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient to have your quarterback as your punter as well. Kind of leaves the playbook open when you need it.
Yeah, you can throw in a trick play or whenever you need it. And I know that Foot is actually the backup quarterback for the Cougars. Matt Labron's son is usually, and he got hurt early in the year. And so Foot's had to come in and be kind of the go-to guy now. And so he's probably playing 2 or 3 different positions.
Yeah, that's right. Lincoln Labrum last year was a fantastic quarterback. So wide receiver to the far side, one to the near side. Chance Clausen, 1st and 10 for the Hawks. There's the pitch back to Mason Burgess, going to the far side, looking for the sideline to turn it upfield. Gets tripped up, but he gets to the 35-yard line after they started off at their own 27, so a pickup of about 7.
Yeah, nice job by that North Sanpete right side of their offensive line. They sealed the end on there, and Burgess just followed the blockers, picked up seven tough yards.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 as they give him 8. We have another TRB Rock Products timeout. Terrier Brotherson Excavating, proud to support high school athletics. We'll take a break as well. It's the end of the first quarter of play as the Hawks lead 14-0 over the Union Cougars. We'll be right back after this.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
A state quarterfinal action here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Centricom Channel 10. The North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars by a score of 14-0 as we start the second quarter of action. Hawks with a 2nd down and 2. Clausen under center. I-backs behind him. Takes the snap, hands off to the tailback, goes over left tackle and picks up close to the 1st down. Stopped by the Union Cougar defense. First one there for the Cougars on the tackle was Jackson Miller, the 5'9", 175-pound junior, as I believe Burgess got the carry.
Yeah, they just gave it to him, a little I formation handoff, and Union did a nice job just standing him up and stopping him just short of the 1st down.
So 3rd down and inches for North Sanpete at their own 37-yard line. 11:29 left here in the second quarter of play. Hawks up 14-0, trying to take care of business and get to the semifinals. I formation again. Clausen's going to hand it off again to his dive back. He powers up the middle, and it's going to be close again as the Cougar defense was very strong. And it depends on the spot here. It looks like by the lines judges, they did get the 1st down.
Yeah, that was a nice play by number 53. That was Loney Latui. And he really plugged it up tough there. Him and number 59, that was Nolan Bullethead. They're making that tough sledding up there in the middle. As I learn how to speak here, Mike. Sorry.
That's all right. That's what this broadcast is for. We practice. 1st down and 10. The North Sanpete Hawks moving the football at their own 38-yard line. Here on the near hash, going from left to right on your radio dial and your TV screen. Bowles to the near side as wide receiver. On the far side for North Sanpete is going to be Aldrin Circa. I formation behind Clausen, back to pass, gets a block. Now he's going to run it himself, heads up the middle and dives forward back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by the Union Cougars, Tavita Kafusi.
Yeah, it was a great play by Kafusi. Actually, Nolan Bullethead is the one who shot in there and blew the play up and didn't give Clausen any time to get that ball off, and then Kafusi came in and put the hurt on him.
So the North Sanpete Hawks will have now a 2nd down and 9. If the Cougars can do well against the run, they might have a shot in this game, of course, because North Sanpete, that's what they mainly do is rush the ball.
Yeah, and that's kind of how the first game played out. Both defenses were pretty stout, and that's why it was such a close ball game.
North Sanpete Hawks with the football. There's the snap. Burgess going to the far side. He's going to get to the sideline, and he's going to get strung out nicely by the Union defense and stopped there cold. Maybe a 2-yard pickup on the play, but a fine tackle by Colton Harding.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Caden Hyder. He came up and actually just missed Burgess on the left side there, but it slowed him up enough for the other guys to come in and make the play.
North Sanpete facing a 3rd down and 8 to go as the Cougars have stiffened up their defense here at the 9:30 mark of the second quarter. Hawks up 14-0. I formation behind Clausen. Clausen's going to take the snap. He's going to pitch it out to the near side to Burgess. Burgess is going to get caught from behind and stopped at the 39-yard line. A loss of 1 on the play. A fantastic defensive play. Back there was Colton Harding.
Yeah, that was just a great play. Harding read the option. The guys up front had stopped the dive, and so when Clausen pitched it out there, he made a great tackle.
So a punting situation for the Hawks. Luis Rodriguez will come in to punt it away. Hyder will go back to receive the punt as he goes back to about his 25-yard line. So North Sanpete stopped cold there. And again, once they get into a situation where they have to pass in a game, it makes it very difficult for the Hawks to come back or move the ball. At least that's what we've seen in the past. They have had streaks of good pass plays. There's a punt away by Rodriguez, a knuckleball kick going to be fielded by Hyder. Gets hit. They're going to call a face mask on that quickly, and then another flag comes in as he got away from another Hawk, which was number 55, Cole Mickle.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have 2 penalties. You might even have a block in the back, so we'll see.
So a face mask is the initial signal from the official here. Now the white hat comes over to talk about that, and while we have a timeout, let's talk about our Eureka Roofing score update. Of course, John Swamp at Eureka Roofing will install your new roof with care and expertise because they really care about getting the roof done right. And right now it's 14-0 North Sanpete. They lead on 2 touchdowns, a 59-yard touchdown run by Jorgensen. And, of course, they had a 2-yard plunge by Brock Justison in the game as well.
Well, Mike, I think this one's going to be a big one. They're going to call a personal foul on the face mask. So they'll get 15 more yards on top of this. They'll take it almost up to midfield.
All right, so here we go with the mark-off on the penalties. This is going to be fantastic for the Union Cougars as they will get the ball at the 43-yard line, make it 44. So a defensive stop and then a couple of penalties put the Cougars in great field position to start off this drive. Nate Foote is the quarterback. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Foote is going to hand it off to his running back up the middle. Breaks through. He gets to the 45 of North Sanpete and then tackled there by Brock Justison, but a fine run by Mason Eldridge.
Yeah, great job by the Union front line there, opening a big hole for Eldridge to run through there. Scored it through for about 12 yards.
Well, after going down by a score of 14-0, it looks like the coaching staff of the Cougars has really gotten after their offensive line and their defensive line to step it up, or we're going home. And so far they've done so, but the Hawks have not yet answered.
Yeah, they've done a nice job responding, and it looks like they've responded well to that call.
At the North Sanpete 42-yard line, 1st and 10. There's the handoff again to Eldridge up the middle. He's going to get hit in the backfield and tackled by the Hawk defense for a loss. Fantastic job by Connor Jorgensen.
Yeah, that was Connor Jorgensen reading the play really nicely from his linebacker position. Saw the hole open up, and he just filled it really quickly for no gain.
2nd down and 10 for the Union Cougars. Ball placed at the 42-yard line of North Sanpete. 7:38 and ticking here in the second quarter. Coming up, we'll have our Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to do their best. Your local award-winning engineering firm, Jones & DeMille Engineering. 3 wide receivers out to the far side. Easton Rohr is one of those. The other is Henry Barnes. Foote in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Play action. Looking to get away from Langschwager. He does to the far side. Flag thrown on the play as he was held. Complete to Easton Rohr for a 1st down inside the Hawk 30-yard line. But this is coming back because Langschwager was held as he broke through for the sack.
Yeah, I think you might have 2. You got 1 hold on Langschwager, and then you might have a late hit on the quarterback as well. I think that was Josh Lee. Just a little bit late after Foote got rid of the ball.
Holding on Union. We also have roughing the passer on the Hawks.
So those penalties will offset, and they'll replay 2nd down. Wow. So the Hawks commit a penalty and roughing the passer. And those penalties will negate. And we will replay 2nd down. We saw the hold, but we didn't see the late hit as we watched the Centricom Channel 10 instant replay. Langschwager, yeah, he definitely threw the ball, and then they must have hit him after the quarterback goes out of frame. So that'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars at the Hawk 42-yard line. On the near hash, going from right to left, Cougars in the white, Hawks in the red. Other games going on today. This is the first one, the earliest of the matchup, starting at 3. We have a few more starting up in about 20 minutes. We've got Summit Academy hosting Richfield. Juan Diego is playing at 5 against Grantsville. That's going to be in Grantsville. And then Juab plays at Morgan at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Second down and 10. 2 wide receivers to the right. There's the quarterback keeper up the middle. Foot gets away from a tackler in the backfield. He's down to the 30-yard line. Has a Cougar first down between the numbers and the near sideline. Finally brought down on the play by North Sanpete's Cole Mickle.
Yeah, a nice job up front by the Union line there. North Sanpete's defenders bid on the initial fake to the running back, and then Foot just broke it to the left side and picked up 12 tough yards.
So first and 10 at the 30-yard line of North Sanpete. Hawks up 14-0. Cougars trying to cut that in half here. They'll send 2 wideouts to the far side. Colton Harding out there along with Henry Barnes. To the near side, it's Trevin Braithwaite. Foot in the gun, takes the snap. Play action, throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Threw it behind his receiver, Easton Rohr. Otherwise, Easton had some real estate to run.
He really did. Foot did a nice job faking the running back dive into the line, and the receiver had slipped past the linebackers. He was wide open. He would have been running and probably scored on that play.
The ball just placed in the wrong spot. He actually threw it as he was slanting from right to left for the quarterback and running downfield. He threw it where the receiver was at the moment, and then it ended up behind him as he's on the run. So I wish he had that one back, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. And look for him to probably run that again a little bit later.
Second down and 10, 2 wide receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Foot in the gun, little movement on the line. The Hawks pointed out, and the flag is thrown. Again, we appreciate all of our sponsors, including MKJ Construction, sponsoring our first downs, delivering sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. That's MKJ Construction. That illegal motion penalty will bring up a second down and 15 for the Cougars at the Hawk 35-yard line. Penalties plagued Union in the game against Manti, which made that one a nail-biter. They pulled it off in double overtime, though. They had several drives they had down to the 20, inside the 20, and penalties brought them back, and they were forced to go for it on fourth down. There's the pitch out on this second and 15. Going to the far side, trying to cut upfield, getting hit and tackled to the line of scrimmage was the running back, Raiden Dietz.
Yeah, that was a nice play. That was big number 73, Alan Oldroyd. You had Josh Lee out there. Hawks did a really nice job stringing that out for a really minimal gain.
Third down and 14 for the Cougars on the far hash at the Hawk 34-yard line. 5:52 left in the second quarter. It's 14-0. Hawks on top. Your State Farm Insurance scoreboard check. This time the Cougars will send out 3 wideouts to the near side. Easton Rohr along with Henry Barnes. And in the slot is Caden Hyder. In the shotgun is the quarterback. Play action, throws across the middle on the slant. Rohr makes the catch. He's tackled immediately by the Hawk defender to force a fourth down.
That was a nice play there by Trevor Morley. He read the play on the slant in there, and good job by the Union receiver just to hang on to the ball because he got popped pretty good.
But the Cougars knew this was a 2-play first down try as they get half of it with the pass play there. Brings up a 4th down and 7 for the Cougars at the Hawk 25-yard line. Make it 26 right between the hash marks.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Labron dials up here. It looks like they're going to take a timeout and talk about it.
So a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. It's a TRB Rock Products timeout. We'll be right back.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
14-0. The North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars here in the second quarter of the state playoff game. It's the quarterfinals with 4:57 left. Union Cougars facing a 4th down and 7 at the North Sanpete 26-yard line, right between the hash marks. 3 wide receivers far side, 1 on the near side. Foot with a back to his right. That is Raiden Dietz. Dietz is going to get the play action. There's a pass over the far side. It's going to be caught for the first down. And it's going to be down at about the 13-yard line. A fantastic catch as it was brought in by Henry Barnes.
Boy, they run a fake dive option, and then they do a double slant on the back side of that play. And it looked like North Sanpete was going to knock that down, but it really was intended for the back receiver. So what a great call there on 4th and 6.
So a 1st down and 10 for the Union Cougars as they have the ball at the Hawk 13-yard line, trying to cut this 14-0 lead in half as they get another MKJ Construction 1st down. In the gun is Foot with Dietz to his left. Long cadence, takes the snap, pitches out to Dietz on the near side. He's going to try to find a seam, gets to the corner, gets to the 10-yard line, and tackle to the 11 by Langschwager. No, that's Brock Justison on the tackle.
Yeah, Justison flying through there as the Hawks strung it out. That was Osborne who did a good job of making them cut up inside and letting those other guys come and make the tackle.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the Union Cougars. They beat the Manti Templars, the other Sanpete County school, here in Class 3A last week at home, 15-14 in double overtime. Here they've given the Hawks a 2-spot lead, a 59-yard touchdown run by Connor Jorgensen. And then, of course, a 2-yard plunge by Brock Justison. 2nd down and 8 from the Hawk 11-yard line. There's a pass to the far side. Incomplete, intended on that far side by Caden Hyder, but that pass just a little too high.
A little too high, and Cesar Lemus was right there on the coverage. He did a really nice job. He read that play all the way, and I like what Union's trying to do. They're trying to get it to their playmakers. That was just a little too high and too far.
3rd down and 8 for the Union Cougars. They have the ball at the Hawks 16-yard line, or 11-yard line, excuse me. 3:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Taking their time with the play calling, getting it in.
Well, if you're Coach Labrum, do you go for it on 4th down if they don't pick it up, or do you take the 3 points?
Good question. There's the snap, ready for Foot. Foot takes it, drops back, looks, looking, got lots of time, throws it on the screen pass. Did it hop? I think it hopped. There's a flag on the play, a late hit by the Hawks, and this one's going to go down to about the 7-yard line on the pass play. But I think Matt Labrum may take the penalty in the 1st down on that late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, that was McCade Polson. Again, I think it was up in his chest and head area, and that's the main reason for the flag. And if not, it was, a bang-bang play. But McCade's got to know he's got to go a little lower than that.
So the Cougars keep this drive going here late in the second quarter. And I believe it was a legal hit. He caught him right as he was passing it, but it's because he shoved him down after he ran into him. And they're going to call it roughing the passer. That was kind of a tough call if you're a Hawk fan or a Hawk coach, because it's either hold on to him and fall on top of him, or push them away and stay up.
Well, you're seeing that in the NFL, that you can't touch the quarterback. High school, you're seeing it. College is the only place you're kind of getting away with it anymore.
1st and goal for the Cougars at the 2-yard line. There's the handoff to Eldridge. Waltzes right into the end zone for the touchdown for the Cougars.
Boy, that's big for Union to be able to respond that way and get a score right here with a couple minutes going into the half.
So now it'll be the extra point try for the Cougars as they've about cut that lead right in half, as they will bring on the extra point team, as the Cougars have made this a football game again. It looked like the Hawks were going to run away with it, but the Cougars have come right back and scored a touchdown. 3:32 left here in the second quarter. Here's the extra point try by Tanner Miles. It is up. It is good. It's 14-7 in favor of North Sanpete as the Cougars strike back. We'll be right back.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time. CO Building Systems in Ephraim. Manufactures a...
And welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trina and Keith Curtis along with you as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars by a score of 14-7. But the Hawks gave up a touchdown after a great defensive stand by the Cougars. They've taken some momentum back here.
They have. They've done a nice job. And where they've really done a good job is up front on the defensive line and offensive line to try to get some of that momentum back.
Here's the kickoff by Tanner Miles, the 6'1", 145-pound junior. He approaches the ball at the 40 and boots it away. A nice kickoff, going to be fielded back at the 10-yard line. Being brought back between the hash marks up the middle to the 25-yard line and then quickly tackled there at about the 27 is all. And they're going to mark him back at the 26, it looks like. So that's where the Hawks will start off.
Well, it'll be interesting to see now, Mike, how the Hawks respond after having that 2-touchdown lead. They need to get a little bit of that momentum. If they can get a quick score right before half, they'll receive the second half kick as well. So it could be very beneficial for them to get that, get a quick score here.
We'll see how the Hawks respond here. They've been dominated the last two series by the Union Cougar offensive and defensive lines here, which they've lost their edge in that area. And right now, North Sanpete has it first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Under center, and we've got some movement already, and we've got a 5-yard penalty probably on the Hawks.
Well, and if you're Coach Bird, you kind of expect you're going to have a few of these. You haven't played for a couple weeks, so you're a little bit, a little rusty maybe. So maybe the first half they can get them out of their system and then play a clean second half.
So 1st and 15 for the Hawks here. As this is a win or stay home for the Hawks, or win and go home for the Cougars. 1st and 15. There's the handoff up the middle. Breaking through is going to be Connor Jorgensen. Picks up some good yardage to the 35-yard line before he's tackled about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Very nifty footwork by Jorgensen. He makes the first Union defender miss him, and then he is able to break free for about almost 9 yards there.
So a 2nd down and 3 to go for the Hawks, with 3 minutes and a second left in the first half. Again, we'll be joining the South Sevier at Grand football game with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh in progress at 5 o'clock right after this game. There's some movement by the line, but they did not go over for an offsides, did Union. There's the handoff to the dive back up the middle. Brock Justison met and stopped. He's going to get close to the first down. I believe he may have gotten it by a nose of the football.
Yeah, good hard run. And the Union's doing a nice job. That was big number 59 again for Union, Nolan Bullethead. I've called his name a few times tonight. He did a nice job wrapping up on on Justison, but he did pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, another MKJ Construction first down for the Hawks. They have the ball at the 44-yard line here on the near hash, going from left to right on your TV screen and your radio dial. This time, the Hawks have an inverted wishbone. 2 fullbacks and a tailback. There's the snap, kept by the fullback up the middle, and he's going to get minimal yardage. Great job by the Union defense. Coming up again, you called his name all first half long, Nolan Bullethead, the 6'1", 250-pound senior.
Well, and you had Dalton Clark in there, too. He's 6'2", 285. They're not moving him too quickly. He's a big boy in the middle there. They're just doing a nice job standing him up front.
And the Hawks will take a timeout, another TRB Rock Products timeout, as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars 14-7 in this state quarterfinal game from Mount Pleasant. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
And welcome back once again from our TRB Rock Products timeout. Terry R. Brotherson Excavating, proud to support high school athletics. And right now the Hawks second down and 9 from their own 40-yard line, and they really have been dominated on the line in the trenches in this game since the first quarter ended, and they had a 14-0 lead. Keith.
Yeah, the Union Cougars have really responded up front. They've got some good size up front, so it doesn't surprise me that, you know, the first meeting was so close. They're very big and athletic up front.
2:16 left in the first half, 2nd and 9 for the Hawks. There's the bootleg rollout, throwing downfield is Clausen looking for a receiver. Bowles catches it. He's in at the 35-yard line along the near sideline. What a catch by Ethan Bowles.
Boy, what a great catch by Bowles, being able to drag that toe just to get it in there before he ran out of bounds. Great job.
Watch our Centricom Channel 10 instant replay, and that was a fantastic catch that goes out of frame, unfortunately.
We got a hold, though, Mike. It's coming back.
And that hold will bring the ball back, and that'll be a 2nd down and very long for North Sanpete. What was elated crowd here at North Sanpete High School turns into a hush.
Yeah, that's almost like a 30-yard penalty. You know, you get 20 positive yards, and now you got to go back 10 from the original line of scrimmage. That's a tough one.
Well, you mentioned that defensive line for the Union Cougars, very big, very sizey, and you know, you're going to get those once in a while because those big boys are going to get by, and you got to protect your quarterback. And so it doesn't make a lot of sense as you're, you know, an offensive fan, but it makes a lot of sense when you say, hey, I got to stop this guy. Don't like to see those penalties, though, kill a big play, and that's what it did there. So that will be a 10-yard penalty on the Hawks and move them back. A special thanks to our sponsors, Intermountain Sanpete Hospital, Cache Valley Bank, Risk Managers Insurance, CO Building Systems, Central Valley Medical Center, Eco-Life, Snow College, Skyline Motorsports, Gunnison Market, Barney Trucking, Manti Telephone, Centricom Channel 10, Hermanson's Hardware, Utah Heritage Credit Union, Zions Bank, and Clean Cut Roofing. That'll march the Hawks all the way back inside their 30-yard line at the 29 for a 2nd down as they need to get to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 20. Clausen with 3 wide receivers in tight. There's the handoff to Jorgensen trying to get to the outside. Now cuts up the middle. He gets to the 40-yard line. Dodges a tackler, gets to the 45-yard line. Gets a lot of that yardage back on one run.
My goodness, what a great run by Jorgensen. He's really tearing off some big runs today. Just finds a hole on the left side and then almost hurdles a guy and rolls over for about 12 yards there.
At the 45 of North Sanpete, Hawks again taking a lot of time here. They only have 1:44 left in the first half to get down into scoring range. And they have a 3rd down and 4, and they don't have the hurry-up offense that you'll see Snow College run as they have no huddle. But now they'll come to the near side, and the officials will stop the clock here. They're talking to Coach Bird about something. We're not sure. Again, we're having a doubleheader here on KMTI AM 650, 95.1 FM, and 106.7 FM in Sevier County. As immediately following our game here, we'll join South Sevier at Grand with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh. That game kicks off at 5 o'clock, so we'll join it probably in progress in the first quarter. But we'll have the duration of that game as that is a big battle in Class 2A down in Moab. A chance for the South Sevier Rams to have the upset in a team that I think they match up well with. Tyson Chisholm rushed for 424 yards last week against ALA.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think that they got a really good chance to do that, and they match up really good with Grand.
And now the Hawks will take a timeout after all of that. 3rd and 3. We'll be back right after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Bugs, spiders, I don't mind them. That is until they cross the threshold into my house. Then it's war. Stop the fighting in your house and get year-round protection with Eco-Life. Eco-Life is offering their Pest Shield package at just $19.99 per month with guaranteed results. You'll get unlimited service calls, an outdoor pest shield, cobweb cleanup, and winter pest treatment, all with a product that is child and pet safe. So call Eco-Life today to protect your home with Pest Shield, 435-283-6002, or go to ecolifeusa.com.
The North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars here in Mount Pleasant in the 3A state quarterfinals by a score of 14-7. The Hawks had a 14-0 lead. Started off the game on their first drive with a 59-yard touchdown run by Connor Jorgensen. Their defense was playing well against Union, forcing some punts. They came back with a turnover and then got a touchdown run from Brock Justison from 2 yards out. Went up 14-0. But since that time, Keith, the Cougars have really come back in this game on the trenches and really have dominated, getting a touchdown themselves, a little penalty aided on that one, but they did get a touchdown run by Mason Eldridge, and they've made this a football game.
They have. They've done a good job, and really up front is where they've responded well on both the offensive and defensive lines.
The Hawks have 1:28 left in the first half to do something. 3rd down and 4 from their own 45-yard line. There's the snap, play action. Rolling out to the right side, firing downfield, has a receiver. It's going to be caught for a first down at the 35-yard line. It is complete to Ashton Osborne.
Yeah, great job by Clausen hiding that ball on his hip as he does the rollout to his right. And they had 2 receivers out there, and Osborne made a great catch.
So it's going to be first down and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Cougars with 1:21 left in the first half. So enough time now after that big chunk play for the Hawks as they get another MKJ Construction first down.
Well, they need to speed it up a little with the clock moving. So, or did he get out of bounds? Oh, he did get out of bounds, so they're all right.
But you're right. Normally they still don't hurry up, do they?
No.
We saw that at Juan Diego. We saw that here. So right now the Hawks first down and 10, the 35-yard line of Union on the near hash. A touchdown here or a point total of anything with a field goal would be much needed for the Hawks here. Back to pass, throwing out Langschwager. Oh, he missed a wide open touchdown. Looking Langschwager or Jorgensen there, incomplete.
That's Jorgensen. He just had flared out from the backfield, and Clausen led him way too far. There was nobody within 20 yards of him. He would have walked into the end zone.
Those are the plays you cannot miss in a football game, and Chance Clausen a little too anxious on the pass as he saw him wide open and led him just a little too far incomplete.
Well, and he knew it too. He grabbed his helmet. He could not believe that happened.
So that'll be a second down and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Cougars. Jorgensen sets up as a wide receiver on the near side. 3 wide receivers in all. Under center is Clausen. Quick pass to Jorgensen on the near side. Looking to make a miss. He does to the 30-yard line. Spins. Gets to about the 25-yard line. Tackled a yard shy of the first down.
Just a quick hitter there. They do go from a bunch formation on the right side, and they just stand up, throwing the ball real quick, and he picks up 9 tough yards.
And we have an injured player for the Union Cougars, Tavita Kafusi, the 5'11", 226-pound senior. He'll jog off under his own power. Man, he should have stayed down probably, but he's a tough kid. And he just got up, hobbled off in pain, and he'll be over on the sideline. Hopefully he'll come back soon. Very good player for the Union Cougars. I formation, 3rd down and 1 for the Hawks. Back to pass as Clausen is going to throw onto the end zone to the far side, looking for a receiver. Great coverage, incomplete. Henry Barnes, the 5'11", 160-pound senior, with some great coverage.
Yeah, he did a really nice job. He just was inside, number 16's hip there. That was Brady Jacobson for the Hawks, and he was stride for stride with him, did a nice job.
Brings up a 4th down and short for North Sanpete with 46 seconds left in the first half. North Sanpete will have to get the first down here. I'm kind of surprised they went for that pass play on 3rd and short instead of maybe going for the first down. The clock will stop as they reset the chains and then go for the end zone, but the Hawks now 4th down. If they get stopped, it's a turnover on downs. There's the fullback handoff going to the left side, and I think they get enough for the first down anyway, as Rhett Bird knows what he's doing. Mike Trina does not at the 24-yard line.
Well, he's like, Mike, I got this. He's like, I'm going to pick up the first down, and then he'll probably take a quick one here as the clock gets moving.
41 seconds remain in the first half. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 14-7 over the Union Cougars, trying to get some points on the board before the halftime break. Langschwager, the tight end to the far side. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Rolling to the near side is Clausen. Looking downfield, he's going to run. He's going to get hit. He's going to get tackled, and the Hawks may have to burn a timeout if they have one here at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was nicely defended that time by the Union Cougars. Clausen rolls to his right. He's got 3 receivers out there, but they were all covered really well, so he just tried to pick up what he could and only got about a yard.
Looking at the Sanpete Valley Conoco end zone, of course, you'll find Courteous Service, convenience store, famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches, refreshing frazzles, pizza, and yo cream. Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of the highways in Moroni. Well, the Hawks now facing a 2nd down and 9 at the Cougar 24-yard line with 24 seconds left in the first half, leading 14-7.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for the Hawks, being able to score and go into halftime and then get the ball back. This would be really big.
Well, and they're very close, if not already there, to Luis Rodriguez's leg for a field goal, as he's on the soccer team, of course. We know he's got a leg on him.
Yeah.
And he kicked a nice field goal at Juan Diego, if you remember. He could probably hit from this range here, but as you go into the locker room up 17-7 over a team or 21-7. 21-7 is a lot better.
It's a big mindset. Yeah, absolutely. And so if you're Coach Bird, you really want to try to get a touchdown right here before the second half or first half ends.
Ethan Bowles to the far side as a wide receiver. Hawks going from left to right. 2nd down and 9 at the Cougar 24-yard line. Split backs behind Clausen. Drops back to throw. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He fires to the end zone. Caught! Bowles has it at the 2-yard line. Touchdown, North Sanpete. The Hawks get in.
Wow, what a play. Clausen, he steps up into the pocket. Had a little pressure there. And he was almost past the line of scrimmage, but fired a dart to Bowles, and he did the rest of the work from the 2-yard line in.
Nice protection by the Hawks, and Bowles did his job to get open and then kind of spins into the end zone for the touchdown. And North Sanpete takes a 20-7 lead over the Union Cougars with 6 seconds left, or 16 seconds left before the halftime break. Here's the extra point by Rodriguez. He chips it up. And it is that Dylan? I think that's Dylan out there. No. It is up and good. Was that Dylan out there?
Yeah, that was Dylan Palmer, I believe.
Dylan, yeah, I think that was it. I didn't see Rodriguez's 30 out there, and it is good. So the Hawks lead 21-7 here in the second quarter with about 16 seconds left. We'll be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Work for me. Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he
Suffer from the buffer.
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with fiber-fast internet from MTCC. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply. Not available in all areas.
The North Sanpete Hawks with a big touchdown as they get into the end zone, as a nice touchdown pass by Chance Clausen as he puts it into the end zone and finds Ethan Bowles for the score. Here's the kickoff by the North Sanpete Hawks. And there it is. It's going to be fielded back at the 30-yard line, going out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line is the return man on the play. Good coverage by the Hawks. I think Clausen may have been down there helping direct Mason Eldridge out of bounds.
Yeah, Eldridge, he was thinking, I'm going to get out of bounds, just stop the clock. I don't think he realizes once he's tackled it stops. But either way, for Union, you got 11 seconds. My guess is Coach Labrum will take a knee and just try to regroup at halftime.
Coming up, our Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones & DeMille Engineering, from first downs to touchdowns. They're here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. And a chance for a knee for the Cougars. Foot will set up in the shotgun, though, so maybe they'll take a shot here. Foot takes the snap. He hands it off to his running back up the middle. It's to the 30-yard line, to the near sideline, and then tackled there. And that should do it. And it looks like they're going to stop the clock here. Is that
Timeout, Union.
Is going to be taken by Matt Labrum. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back as Labrum has a plan.
Hi, this is Kevin Matson with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars by a score of 21-7 with 3 seconds left here in the first half. And Matt Labrum, the head coach, has a plan here, as I mentioned, as we went to break. And, you know, I love Matt Labrum. He's a great coach. He's got great standards for his players, stands up for what's right. And, you know, he's a well-versed coach as well. He's been all over the state as a coach, as a player as well. And, of course, he's got things drawn up in situations like this that may just get him the score he needs.
Yeah, you never know. That's why North Sanpete, they're playing this prevent defense, so don't be surprised if they drop back about almost 10 guys. But you never know. That's the beauty of the game, right, Mike?
Definitely so. It is Foot in the shotgun, back to his left. 3 wide receivers, back to throw. Here comes the rush. He dumps it off on the screen pass. Going to be caught there and then tackled quickly for the last play. Connor Jorgensen comes up and makes the tackle on Raiden Dietz, and that'll send us to halftime with the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Union Cougars 21-7. It's time now for our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille applauds the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
This is Nate Johnson of Risk Managers Insurance in Ephraim, reminding you that we now offer service line failure coverage. This includes the sewer lines, water lines, gas, fiber, and power lines. Many home insurance policies do not cover these sometimes unforeseeable and costly utility failures. For a small annual premium, we can cover your home against these costly failures. Make sure that you are covered. It is not if you need it, but when you need it. Stop by or call Risk Managers at 110 North Main in Ephraim or call 283-4685.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jones. I'm the OBGYN here at Sanpete Valley Hospital. I specialize in obstetrical care, including low and high risk deliveries, as well as gynecologic care using the latest techniques and minimally invasive surgery. After working in a busy Southern California hospital for the last 4 years, it's nice to bring my family back to rural Utah and serve the Sanpete Valley and surrounding area.
Skyline Motorsports is proud to support North Sanpete High School sports. So remember, if you're in the market for a new side-by-side or ATV, you need to get into Skyline Motorsports. They have the latest Kimco has to offer. Skyline Motorsports also carries all the latest riding gear and accessories for your outdoor needs. And they have the best service department in the county. So drop on into Skyline Motorsports today and go Hawks.
When you purchase a car locally, you're contributing to the local economy. We think that's a good thing. Everyone benefits. That's why we're making it as easy as possible for you to get your auto loan today. We're committed to processing your loan as soon as possible. Come see us first, then go see a local car dealer. Utah Heritage Credit Union. Together we grow. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
And welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Pregame Channel 10. We're at halftime as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars in this 3A state quarterfinal game, 21-7. A special thanks to all of our sponsors: Clean Cut Roofing, Zions Bank, Utah Heritage Credit Union, Hermanson's Hardware, Pregame Channel 10, Manti Telephone, Barney Trucking, Gunnison Market, Skyline Motorsports, Eco-Life, Snow College, Central Valley Medical Center, CO Building Systems, Risk Managers Insurance, Cache Valley Bank, and Intermountain Sanpete Hospital. It's our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, supporting local programs in academic and athletic achievements. Building lasting relationships and working passionately is a winning combination. Well, here at halftime, 21-7 in favor of the North Sanpete Hawks. Let's take a look at our stats update brought to you by Eureka Roofing. John Swap with Eureka Roofing will install your new roof with care and expertise because they really care about getting the roof done right. Let's go to our stats with Keith Curtis. Keith?
All right, for the visiting Union Cougars, now keep in mind, folks, these are stats taken by me and during the live action, so don't count them as 100% gospel truth here. But for the first half, we've got 50 rush yards for the Union Cougars, 40 pass yards, so a total of 90 yards for the first half for the Union Cougars. For the North Sanpete Hawks, they had 153 rushing yards. A lot of those yardage came off of 2 big runs by Connor Jorgensen. They also had 70 pass yards, so giving the North Sanpete total offense for the first half of 223 yards. I'll just quickly go through the scoring real quick, if that's all right. Give a quick recap if you want, Mike.
We'll do that.
All right.
Sorry, I was watching the drill team, and Brittany Dykes here, who's actually helping out, it looks like.
Yeah, no problem. And started really quickly for the Hawks as they scored within their first possession with 12:11 on the clock. Connor Jorgensen broke a 59-yard run for North Sanpete, giving them a 7-0 lead. And then with 2:26 left on the first quarter, it was Brock Justison going in from 2 yards out to give North Sanpete a 14-0 lead. Then the Union did a nice job of responding to the North Sanpete surge, and they scored with 3:32 left in the second quarter on a 3-yard run from Mason Eldridge. The Union's line did a nice job, both defensive and offensively, to get them back into this ball game. But then right before the half, with 16 seconds left on the clock, North Sanpete was able to come down. Clausen hit Bowles on a 22-yard TD strike, giving them a 21-7 halftime lead going into the half.
All right, that is our Eureka Roofing stat check. Find your Eureka moment. Call Eureka Roofing at 435-469-0393. Well, at halftime, it's the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Union Cougars 21-7. We'll be back on our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show right after this.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
And welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. We're at halftime of this state playoff game between the North Sanpete Hawks and the Union Cougars. It's 21-7 in favor of North Sanpete as we watch the North Sanpete cheerleaders at midfield doing their Halloween dance, I guess you'd say. But as we take a look at this matchup, well, we want to remind our fans, too, this is our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. And, of course, they support our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. Best of luck to our rural teams this year. We've got this as a doubleheader today. We've got this 3A game between North Sanpete and Union. Then coming up immediately following this game, around 5 o'clock, we'll have the South Sevier Grand game with Robert Lovell and, of course, Curtis Marsh. They'll have that 2A quarterfinal game in progress, and we'll join that, of course, from Moab, Utah, on 106.7 FM in Sevier County, right here on KMTI AM 650 and 95.1 FM. But we've got some other games going on, getting underway in just a few minutes, or just kicking off. We had Morgan hosting Juab. That's also on Centricom, Local10.tv, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network on Class C FM. Also, Richfield at Summit Academy that just kicked off as well from Point of the Mountain in Bluffdale. That one, big matchup. And then, of course, Juan Diego and Grantsville playing in Grantsville at 5 o'clock tonight for that ball game. So we have those 3A matchups going on. And, of course, the 2A matchup coming up, we'll have that South Sevier Grand game on this station immediately following our broadcast. That kicks off at 5 o'clock in about 45 minutes. And then San Juan will host Millard. Enterprise is trailing South Summit early. That one started at 2 this afternoon. What was the score on that, Keith?
Right now, South Summit's up 35-7 with 7 minutes left in the fourth.
All right, and then we have Beaver at Delta. That'll be also on KSVC FM 100.5 and Local10.tv for that 2A quarterfinal matchup between Beaver and also Delta. Well, of course, as we take a look at this game here, what are your thoughts on some keys as we look at the North Sanpete City keys of the game? Of course, good luck to the players and coaches from Fairview, Morona, and Mount Pleasant. What do you see as you've seen this game, and, of course, what your thoughts are as we head towards the second half?
Well, as we've seen, Union kind of played two different games. They came out a little bit, not quite really ready to go. North Sanpete jumped on them early. So I think for Union, the key is going to be for them to, sustain that toughness up front with their lines. And for North Sanpete, you got to continue to pick up those yardage, running the ball, and just control the rest of the clock and let that defense do what they do.
All right, we saw some great defensive plays by the Hawks in this game. We're watching the replays of the first half of action. Peyton Clausen had that pick for North Sanpete that set up a nice touchdown run, actually set up a fumble into the end zone, The Hawks had it for first and goal at the 2. They fumbled, lost that opportunity. Otherwise, this would be a 28-7 game. But then the big play was the big sack. I think Mayul made that sack, knocked the ball out. It was recovered by the Hawks, and then they punched that one in with a Brock Justison touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great play. And again, it was bang, bang. Could have been, looked like the Union thought their quarterback was throwing the ball, but Mayul knocked it out of his hand right as he was about to do it and allowed the Hawks to score.
And then we saw the Union Cougars kind of stiffen up. Their defensive and offensive lines played a lot better, kind of controlled that line. And then after this Hawks sack, they kind of seemed to get some momentum in the game and kind of got a touchdown.
Yeah, they did. They kind of took control up front. They got really big on the defensive side, and their offensive line made some nice holes, giving them some good positive yardage on offense.
But then the Hawks came up with a big pass play on 3rd and long as they throw a pass to the 35-yard line. Is making the catch for the Hawks was Ashton Osborne on that rollout pass.
Yeah, that was a great play, and, it's good to see Osborne getting into the offense there because they usually hit Bowles, and, that's where they hit their big hitter to Bowles for that touchdown.
As he takes it in with a nice spin move at the goal line. And North Sanpete, of course, leads this football game by a score of 21-7 over the Union Cougars. We'll take a quick break here and get more of the ideas of the second half from Keith on what the Hawks need to do to make it into the state semifinals. We'll be back right after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time. CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim, 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Bugs, spiders, I don't mind them. That is until they cross the threshold into my house. Then it's war. Stop the fighting in your house and get year-round protection with EcoLife. EcoLife is offering their Pest Shield package at just $19.99 per month with guaranteed results. You'll get unlimited service calls, an outdoor pest shield, cobweb cleanup, and winter pest treatment, all with a product that is child and pet safe. So call EcoLife today to protect your home with Pest Shield, 435-283-6002, or go to ecolifeusa.com.
Oh, no. Got broken stuff? You've always known Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim to be your one-stop shop for hardware, building supplies, and help with fixing your broken stuff. But did you also know that they've become Sanpete's destination paint center? Regardless of your paint color, Hermanson's can mix and match it from their database of over 350,000 competitive colors. As always, you can expect good old hometown service from the friendly and knowledgeable staff. Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim, it's how going to a hardware store should be.
Work for me! Honey, are you okay?
Is his internet constipated?
What?
You heard me. Does he
suffer from the buffer?
Yes.
Well, don't suffer anymore. You don't need a magic unicorn to get things flowing again with fiber-fast internet from MTCC. Side effects may include smooth video streaming, incredible online gaming experiences, the ability to use multiple devices at the same time, and an overall feeling of giddiness. You may even giggle. It's that fast. Some restrictions may apply, not available in all areas.
Hi, this is Kevin Matson with Cache Valley Bank. Is your good old truck not as good as it used to be? Do you need a more dependable set of wheels? Then cruise on over to Cache Valley Bank. We offer great rates, low fees, and quick service on our auto loans. Come and apply today in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, or Fairview. You'll be glad you did. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC.
And we're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, our first of a doubleheader here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. The North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars by a score of 21-7 as we get ready for second half action. Coming up immediately following this game will be the Sassavir Grand game with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh on KSVC around KMTI 106.7 FM in Sevier County. Let's take a look at our Eureka Roofing score update from scorers from around the state. I think Keith's got a few of those that are going on right now, a couple of games that are just underway.
Yep, we got an update. Well, I mentioned the South Summit Enterprise. That's 35-7. I got an update on the Morgan Juab game. It's 3-0 for Morgan. Still in the first quarter there. And then it looks like that's on the 2A side. We don't have any other updates just yet, Mike, so we'll get you some more updates as we go through the second half.
All right, that's our Eureka Roofing score update. John Swap at Eureka Roofing will install you your new roof with care and expertise because they really care about getting the roof done right. Well, the Hawks will start off with the football to begin this second half as the Cougars will kick off trailing 21-7. We'll call this our North Sanpete City's kickoff. And, of course, the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni are committed to the future and wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best in the playoffs this season. North Sanpete will have Mason Burgess and Trevin Morley back to receive on the kickoff from Union's number 44, Tanner Miles. Miles and his team wearing the white uniforms with black numerals, black helmets. Hawks in their red uniforms, red pants, and black helmets with black numerals. Here's the kickoff going from right to left. There's the boot, high end over in kick, going to be fielded back by, it's going to be a fake handoff. No, it's given to Morley. Morley comes to the near side of the 15-yard line to the 20-yard line. Busts up to the 25 and then gets tackled close to the 26. So some good yardage on the fake as they did the reverse on that as Mason Burgess handed it off.
Yeah, nicely done and picked up some good positive yardage. Look for them to, now they can, on the next one they get an opportunity, they'll probably fake it and break a big one.
And that had our cameraman fooled as well. Trayson does a great job up there. Hate to call out his mistakes. We haven't said anything about him the whole game. And so that's his only mistake for the whole game.
One mistake, Mike. One mistake.
Trayson, you're doing a fantastic job up top as he's caught all the action here for us. All the scoring runs. There's the snap on 1st and 10 for the Hawks, and there's the dive back handoff up the middle to about the 30-yard line. Pickup of close to 3 by the dive back, Brock Justison.
Yeah, nice job. And not bad by Union's front four, making it real difficult for Justison to pick up a couple yards there.
So 1st down and 10, or excuse me, 2nd down and about 8 to go for the Hawks. Ball at their 29-yard line. Jans Clausen under center. I formation behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off to Mason Burgess going left, following his blockers. Gets up to about the 35-yard line, powers forward, close to a Hawk first down. Tackled about a yard shy.
Really nice job that time by Burgess, just following his blockers. The left side of the offensive line did a really nice job. We had McCade Polson out there and Dustin Ashworth. And just to give a shout out to those guys, they did a nice job on that play. And you know, it was Burgess who just picked up 7 tough yards.
Colton Harding on the tackle for the Union Cougars. Here's the play for the Hawks. There's the run up the middle, and this one is going to be very close to the first down. I think it's going to be 4th. Wow. Good job by the Union Cougars there.
Yeah, Clausen thought he could pick it up, and so they gave him a little nudge play, and Union stiffened, but it looks like they got just enough of the nose of the ball to get a first down.
Well, I was looking at the legs, or actually the feet of the line judge. Didn't look like they quite had him there, but it looks like it is a first down.
He must have slid his foot on the grass as he.
That's what happened. So the Hawks will break the huddle and head to the line, 1st and 10, after they get another MKJ Construction first down. Still on their side of the 50 at their own 37-yard line. There's the snap, pitch back to Burgess, almost dropped it, secures it now, heads up field, gets to about the 40. He is hammered. A good tackle there by the Cougars defense.
Yeah, that was a nicely done. That's Eastern Roar on the big hit, and a couple others for Union, but Burgess was moving forward, and he took the hit, and he moved back a half a yard.
Great job there by the Cougars as they make it a 2nd down and 7. In the game there helping out was Lonnie Latui, the 6'1", 270-pound senior defensive lineman. Don't know if we've seen Kafusi come back in yet after being injured earlier in the game. Hopefully he's back in there. There's the handoff to the far side for the Hawks, and not much there as the Cougar defense is true as they only give up a couple yards to about the 43-yard line for a 3rd down and about 4.
Yeah, nicely done again. They're doing a nice job. Here comes Kafusi back in the game, so it's good to see him back in there for Union. Glad he's not hurt too bad.
So the Union Cougars trying to get the ball back here, down 21-7 to the North Sanpete Hawks here in the 3rd quarter. As we look at our State Farm Insurance scoreboard, call local State Farm Insurance agent Danny Dykes, 800-347-8601. So 3rd and 4 for North Sanpete. Chance Clausen under center. 2 backs in the backfield in the I formation. He's going to play action. He's going to throw. He's going to get hit. He's going to get sacked on the play by the Union Cougar defense. Jackson Miller, the 5'9", 175-pound junior, makes the tackle.
Yeah, great play by Miller. He didn't go for the fake, and, Chase Clausen had Lungschwager wide open in the middle of the field if he could have got the ball to him, but he just didn't have any time. That was a great play.
That'll force a punting situation, so the Cougars do what they needed to do on that first drive, stop the Hawks, and still keep it a 14-point game.
Yeah, coming out of the half, that's the first thing I'm sure they wanted to make sure that they were, focused on, is getting that first stop, and now they can give the offense a chance to get back in this.
Rodriguez back to punt, takes the snap, boots it away. Short kick. Well, he short-legged it because he had some pressure back there. It's going to bounce at about the 34-yard line, then touched up by Caesar Lemus. And the Union Cougars will come out 1st and 10 for their first possession here of the second half.
Well, if you're Coach Labrum, you got to be happy with the way the defense responded there. And again, we thought just what we thought would happen. The defensive line stiffened and did a nice job keeping those North Sanpete running backs in check that first drive.
Hawks up 21-7 over the Union Cougars. We'll see how the Hawk defense responds here as the Cougars will come out. At quarterback is their backup quarterback, Nate Foote. As Keith said earlier in the broadcast, Lincoln Labrum had a season-ending injury at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he was a dynamic two-way player for him, and that's got to be hard to lose a player of his caliber.
There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle for the Cougars and sandwiched by the Hawk defense there at the 36-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the carry that time. Ball popped out according to the Hawks. They say they have it. No signal from the officials except it is second down according to the line judge.
Boy, that was good defensive pressure that time. That was I believe that was McCade Polson on the stop, and then a number of other people. Great job by the North Sanpete defense.
On the carry, I believe, was Caden Hyder, the 5'7", 140-pound senior. Second down and 9 for the Union Cougars, their own 36-yard line. Between the hash marks going right to left on your TV screen and your radio dial. Thanks for joining us on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Matt Labrum not happy. He has to burn a timeout this early in the second half as he had the wrong personnel out there. We'll take a break as well here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. It is a TRB Rock Products timeout.
This is Nate Johnson of Risk Managers Insurance in Ephraim, reminding you that we now offer service line failure coverage. This includes the sewer lines, water lines, gas, fiber, and power lines. Many home insurance policies do not cover these sometimes unforeseeable and costly utility failures. For a small annual premium, we can cover your home against these costly failures. Make sure that you are covered. It is not if you need it, but when you need it. Stop by or call Risk Managers at 110 North Main in Ephraim or call 283-4685.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trainick, Keith Curtis with you. 7:26 left in the third quarter. Matt Labram has to burn a timeout for his Union Cougars that he did not want to burn, as they had the wrong personnel out there and they were running out of time. So now in the shotgun is going to be Foote. It is Nate Foote, the 6'1", 185-pound senior. Play action. He's going to pump. He's going to roll. He's going to throw a screen pass to his running back, and it's bobbled and dropped. Incomplete. He got hit as he was bobbling it by Chance Clausen, or check that, Peyton Clausen.
Yeah, that was Peyton Clausen out there on the coverage. That was great coverage downfield by the Hawks. He just really had nowhere to go with the ball, and so kind of fortunate that it was incomplete because he would have lost about 3 yards.
21-7 North Sanpete with the lead over the Union Cougars here in this 3A state quarterfinal game. Semifinals await next week for one of these teams. They will play the winner of the Juab-Morgan game that Morgan is leading 3-0 right now in the first quarter. 7:20 left in the third quarter of this one. The Cougars will send out 3 wide receivers to the near side. Roar, one of those, along with Ryan Russell. In the shotgun is Nate Foote. Foote takes the low snap, drops back, looking. He's going to fire one deep near sideline to the 35-yard line. That's going to be almost picked off by the Hawk defender, Ashton Osborne. Incomplete.
Boy, that was great coverage by Osborne. He had inside coverage on the Union receiver, number 4, Ryan Russell, and they were battling going after the ball, and neither one were backing down. That was just great coverage.
So that'll bring up 4th down on that 3rd and long play, and it'll be a punting situation. So both defenses come up big and stop the opposing team's offense.
Yeah, great job. Both defenses came out ready to play the second half.
So sorry, MKJ Construction, no first down for either team as they both have to punt. MKJ Construction sponsoring our first down. We sure appreciate those guys. There's the drilling shot on the punt. Bounces at the 40-yard line to the 30-yard line. Lemus is going to pick it up on the roll. Dodges 1 tackler. Dodges 2 and gets hit by the 3rd and stopped. The 3rd one happened to be number 4, Ryan Russell.
Yeah, Lemus did a nice job there, picking up the loose ball that made 2 guys miss, but Russell made sure the 3rd guy wasn't.
Great job by Lemus. That would have rolled inside the 20 and been probably inside the 15 somewhere. So he did a great job just to pick it up, as you mentioned, Keith. Good observation there. 7:02 left in the third quarter. It's the North Sanpete Hawks 21, the Union Cougars 7. Hawks will come out to the line, first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line. They'll send out a wide receiver, Ethan Bowles, to the near side, another wide out to the far side. Under center is Chance Clausen. As I-backs behind him, hands off to the tailback. He is met and stopped in the backfield. Coming in, making a hit was Colby Hyder.
Yeah, very nice play that time by Hyder. They didn't block him. He came off the defensive end there, unblocked, and dropped Burgess for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12 for North Sanpete. Neither offense, to this point of the third quarter, has not been able to put much together.
Between those Hyder brothers for Union, it looks like Colby got a little more size than Caden did. But Caden's got a little more speed, so they're both dynamic players for the Cougars.
And they're both seniors, probably twins, I would imagine. There's the snap. There's Clausen handing it off up the middle, and the Cougars are going to stop this one after a 2-yard gain. Brock Justison not getting off the ground in this game. The big running back for the Hawks has been Connor Jorgensen, who has a 59-yard touchdown to his credit in the first quarter.
Yeah, Jorgensen has really carried the running attack today, and last game it was Justison who carried it. So, I think Union focused on slowing down Justison, and that's allowed Jorgensen to pick up the bigger yardage today.
So the Hawks facing a 3rd down and 10 at their own 22-yard line. They'll send out 2 wide receivers, make it 3 to the near side. Jorgensen, Lemus, and Bowles. Under center is Clausen. Here comes the blitz. He throws it out to the near side, looking for Bowles. Catches it for the first down as he inbounds. No, he's out of bounds. Incomplete is the call by the official.
Just couldn't quite get his left foot down inbounds. It was a great throw by Clausen, put it up there for him to get it. But again, that was good coverage by Braden Nebeker down the sideline there on Bowles and forced him out of bounds.
That'll be a 4th down punting situation for the North Sanpete Hawks. They still lead 21-7 over the Union Cougars, and how big is that touchdown at the end of the first half for the Hawks right now?
Yeah, it's huge because you go up 14 points. That's a lot. It's a more comfortable deficit, that's for sure.
There's the snap. Rodriguez boots it away. Sidewinder kick going to be fielded back at the 45-yard line. A fair catch called for and made by number 1, Caden Hyder.
First down for the
So both defenses playing well here. The Cougars have stopped the Hawks 2 straight times, forcing punts, and now this is the second possession after the Hawks defense forced a punt. But the field position game in favor of Matt Labram's Cougars right now.
Yeah, they've got a great opportunity here. They're on their own 46-yard line, shorter field to work with. Maybe they can get a couple of first downs and make this an interesting game going into the fourth.
Cougars 1st and 10, their own 46-yard line on the far hash, going from right to left on your TV screen and your radio dial. Under center this time, his foot hands it off to one of his backs out of the backfield, squirts to the near side. It's going to be Eldridge, cuts back against the grain, and Lemus finally tackles him 9 yards downfield at the Hawk 46-yard line.
Yeah, that was nicely designed there. They did a little counter action on the left side of the line, and Eldridge found a nice big hole, picked up 9 tough yards.
2nd and 1 for the Cougars. When they've gone with the quarterback under center, their running game has been more effective. There's the snap, handoff to Eldridge, going to the right side, picks up the first down for the Cougars as he gets across the 45 to about the 44.
Yeah, didn't have much daylight that time, but did pick up the 1 yard necessary to get the first down and move the chains there.
So to the Hawk 44-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:50 and ticking here in the third quarter with North Sanpete leading 21-7. As we look at our State Farm Insurance scoreboard, your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options, Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance. 1st down and 10 at the Hawks 44-yard line. In between the hash marks, quick pitch going to Eldridge to the far side with a big blocker out in front of him, but getting by the blocker and making the tackle for a 1 yard loss on that far side. Was that Clausen again?
Peyton Clausen, yeah, flying through there and dropped him for a 1 yard loss.
Boy, he had one of the big defensive linemen in there as a fullback to block for him. That was Tavita Kafusi, the 5'11", 226-pound senior. But the Hawk defenders, Brock Justison and Peyton Clausen, both slid to the side and got into the running back.
Yeah, just great overall effort by both those guys. And, you know, they really missed Peyton in the game against Juab a couple weeks ago.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 for the Cougars. In the shotgun this time is Foote. Foote is going to look to pass it, throws it across the middle. Incomplete. The rush was so quick, he had to throw that one early to his running back, Trevin Braithwaite, but it falls incomplete on the screen pass.
Boy, that's a dangerous play there, Mike, because he just floats that ball into the middle of the field. And if North Sanpete's defender sees that any time sooner, he could pick that right out of the air and run it back for a touchdown.
So that incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:56 left here in the third quarter. North Sanpete up 21-7. Again, we'll join in progress the South Sevier Grand game here on KMTI AM 650, 95.1 FM, and 106.7 FM in Sevier County. Ready to go, the Union Cougars now. 3rd down and 11. In the shotgun, and we have a timeout called by Matt Labor. He's burned 2 of his timeouts here in the third quarter. We'll take one as well. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Skyline Motorsports is proud to support North Sanpete High School sports. So remember, if you're in the market for a new side-by-side or ATV, you need to get into Skyline Motorsports. They have the latest Kimco has to offer. Skyline Motorsports also carries all the latest riding gear and accessories for your outdoor needs. And they have the best service department in the county. So drop on into Skyline Motorsports today and go Hawks.
And we're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. Mike Trena and Keith Curtis with you in this 3A state quarterfinal game. It's the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Union Cougars by a score of 21-7 here in the third quarter. I think the worst news for Cougar fans is Matt Labrams had to burn 2 timeouts in the third quarter.
Yeah, that could come back to haunt them a little later in the game. If they can get this a little closer and it gets a little tighter, they might need one of those back. But both times they've had personnel issues, and so he's had to call a timeout.
Other scores, we have South Summit leading Enterprise, or beating Enterprise is the final there, 35-19. Beaver leading Delta 7-0 with 3:15 left in the second, and Summit at the end of one quarter leading Richfield 21-7. 3rd down and 11. Back to pass his Foot for the Cougars. Looking across the middle, fires a dart, complete for a first down between the hash marks of the 30-yard line down to the Hawk 24-yard line. for a big play as that dart was thrown right to wide receiver Presley Coombs, I believe.
Yeah, nicely done by Coombs. He found a soft spot in the zone, and Foote had enough time back there that he wasn't getting pressured and just put a strike in there for him, and he picked up a few extra yards on top of it for about a 17-yard gain.
We appreciate Eureka Roofing for that score update. Find your Eureka moment. Call Eureka Roofing, 435-469-0393. The Cougars now 1st and 10, driving to try to make this a one-touchdown game. Foote takes the low snap. Looks up. Nate Foote looking. He's going to scramble. He's going to try to get away. He's going to get hit. He's going to get tackled for a loss. A sack on the play by the North Sanpete Hawks. But Poulsen may have gotten credit for that.
Yeah, McCade Poulsen was the one that was sending him to the ground, and then number 53, Jackson Brotherson, was right there as well for the Hawks to hold him to negative yardage there.
So great job by the North Sanpete defense there to get that play and get the sack on the quarterback, Nate Foote. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 11, which doesn't scare the Cougars at all because they made some big pass plays for first downs in this game.
They have, and they've found a couple of spots in the North Sanpete zone defense, so that might be something we'll look for here on the 2nd and long.
2:48 and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap. Foote back to throw. Here comes the rush. He gets out of the pocket. He's going to throw downfield, and he's going to be short. Almost picked off by the Hawk defensive back who broke the route off. Morley almost had the pick, I think.
Yeah, and that was great pressure that time by Braxton Brotherson on Foote, which caused him to throw that ball earlier than he wanted to, and like you said, it was almost picked off.
And that may have been Lemus on that defensive play. I think it was Caesar Lemus who came up from his safety position to make that play. 3rd and 11 for the Union Cougars. Great job by the Hawks here trying to hold the Union Cougars and get the ball back, or at least force a long field goal. So the Cougars will send out a wide receiver to the near side. That is Henry Barnes. 3 wide receivers tight on the far side. Make it 2 stacked on the far side. It's going to be Presley Coombs and Caden Hyder. Now a little motion. Is that 2 players in motion?
Yeah.
It is a flag on the play. Back to pass is Foote. Foote's going to throw downfield. It's going to be through the hands of his wide receiver, incomplete. Not sure why they didn't blow that one dead, but they let the play go. The flag was 2 men in motion at the same time. An illegal shift is the official call on that. So with 2:32 left here in the 3rd, the Cougars are going to have a 3rd and very long.
Yeah, the North Sanpete defenders, they were like, well, you got to call that one, and sure enough, the hankies were flying, and usually, like you said, they call that dead, but if you're North Sanpete, they may decline it and just force a 4th down here.
That would be the wise call. If they let the play go, instead of blowing it dead and moving it back, they're going to deny it. They're going to decline it is what they are, and it's going to be a 4th down. You called it, Keith. So the North Sanpete Hawks now forcing a 4th down and 11 for the Cougars. You got to prevent the big play, the big pass play they've been able to throw downfield and get a couple of first downs on.
Yeah, if I'm Union, I'm looking for either Hyder or that big number 3 again across the middle on, in the soft part of the zone.
Nate Foote in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers, 1 in motion, far side, near side, back to throw. Here comes the rush. He fires across the middle, looking at incomplete. Intended across the middle for number 3, Presley Coombs, but good coverage by the Hawks, and that'll be a turnover on downs to North Sanpete.
Well, that's a good. It's almost like a turnover, Mike, for the defense there. So that's a very good positive for the North Sanpete Hawks.
You look at the talent from this Union Cougar team, what they've been able to do in this season without Lincoln Labrum. Matt Labrum, the head coach's son, fantastic quarterback. This team could have been a contender here in Class 3A, you think?
They really could have. And, to get an injury, like we mentioned earlier, to that caliber of an athlete that has started since he's a freshman, since he's been here, it's a tough blow. But they've got some other key guys that they can work with, and maybe they can get some things rolling here in the second half.
Problem with high school is you don't get that medical red shirt back. You just have to come in as a senior and play. Now there's the snap. Hand off to the dive back, going to the right side. That's going to be Jorgensen powering his way past the 30 for about 5-6 yards for a nice gain.
Just a quick hitter between the guard and the tackle there and the B gap, and picking up 5 good yards there. Good job by the line getting off on the Union guys and moving them back.
2:06 left in the third quarter. It's North Sanpete 21, Union 7 here in this 3A state quarterfinal game. The semifinals await next week. It'll be against either Juab or Morgan. Under center is Chance Clausen. Clausen's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to run up the middle. He gets his legs chopped out from under him. Gets the first down, though. Another MKJ Construction first down at about the 38-yard line. MKJ Construction, whether your project is, of course, a new road, water line, or a decorative landscape feature, MKJ Construction has the experience and equipment for the project.
Nicely done by Clausen. Just using Justison as like a lead blocker on that one, allowing him to pick up another 5 yards and pick up the first down for the Hawks.
Great job by Chance Clausen. Got some room to run there and did get that first down. So the Hawks now will rush up to the line. First down and 10. They're at their own 37-yard line. Inverted wishbone. There's the handoff to the dive back up the middle. He's going to get caught and stopped there. Jorgensen is about 4 or 5 Union Cougars. Of course, they're selling out on the pass game and coming up with a lot of guys in the box.
Yeah, that's Nolan Bullethead. Again, we've mentioned his name a few times today, as well as a few other guys from Union, but they did a nice job just smelling that play out and allowing no gain. If you look at the box, Mike, they've got 8 or 9 guys in there. They don't have safety back deep. They're just putting all their bodies up in there.
Well, that's the wise thing to do as you look at the stats for North Sanpete in the passing game. Chance Clausen doesn't have but maybe 500 yards passing, maybe less than that on the season. So they're going to sell out for the run, stop the run, and you could have a chance against the Hawks. There's the fumble in the backfield, picked up by the quarterback Clausen. He slides down for a huge loss back at the 17-yard line. This may be what the Cougars needed.
Yeah, if you're a Union Cougar fan, that's the play you need. Getting them 3rd and long now. That's the loss of about 8 yards. Just mishandled by Clausen.
So 21-7 now, a 3rd down and about 20 to go for North Sanpete as they have a 2-touchdown lead. Ball back at their own 27-yard line. They need to get to their own 42 for a first, or 47 for a first down. So 3rd and 20, and the third quarter will end as time will expire as we head to the fourth quarter. North Sanpete leading 21-7 over the Union Cougars. We'll be back right after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10.
When you purchase a car locally, you're contributing to the local economy. We think that's a good thing. Everyone benefits. That's why we're making it as easy as possible for you to get your auto loan today. We're committed to processing your loan as soon as possible. Come see us first, then go see a local car dealer. Utah Heritage Credit Union. Together we grow. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
Welcome back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. We head to the fourth quarter as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars by a score of 21-7. And North Sanpete just 12 minutes away, if they can hang on, to getting into the state semifinals.
Just got a couple of score updates for you, Mike. Looks like Juab scored and are on the board against Morgan. Got a score of 13-8. Summit Academy 14-7, or did you mention they were 21-7 over Richfield?
Yes.
And then we've got Beaver 14, Delta 0. And Millard 14, San Juan 0 for a couple updates there.
All right, start the fourth quarter. North Sanpete with the football, 21-7. They lead. It's 3rd down and 20 to go as they have the ball at their 27-yard line, needing to get to the 47-yard line for 1st and 10. For our Sevier County fans, the South Sevier game kicks off in 10 minutes. We will join that in progress immediately following our football game. There's the snap. Rolling to the near side is going to be Clausen. Looking downfield, he's going to throw one downfield. It's going to be caught at the 39-yard line and quickly out of bounds, close to the original line of scrimmage, as that pass was caught here on the near side.
Yeah, nicely done. They rolled Chase out to the left side to his, found Lemus in the flat, and he picked up about 12 yards there. Bring up 4th and 8 for the Hawks.
So 4th and 8, and coming out to punt it away will be the Hawk punter, Luis Rodriguez. So 11:53 left in the game. The Hawk defense trying to hold the offense as they'll turn the ball over on a punt here and see if they can stop this Cougar team. If the Cougars are able to score, then this becomes a ball game, a tight ball game.
Yeah, you'll see things ratchet up as far as nerves go.
There's the snap. Rodriguez boots it away. A booming kick. It's going to sail over the head to the 20-yard line, bounce to the 10-yard line. Still on the roll. It's going to go to the 1-yard line and die at the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness.
What a beautiful kick. Beautiful spiral. Not sure why the Union Cougar didn't come up and try to catch that, but that thing had eyes of just dying at the 1-yard line.
The coverage did not get down there to touch it at the 1-yard line, folks. It just died inside the 1-yard line as it rolled and stopped there. You see the player just slide past it like, it's there. Nice kick there, Mr. Rodriguez. And that's going to be one of our plays of the game, as that's a fantastic punt by Luis Rodriguez. I didn't get the distance on that, but that was a fantastic
that was
punt.
about a 64-yarder, Mike, with the roll.
So now the defense comes out. A chance for a safety here if they can get the quarterback in the end zone or the running back, as it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 1-yard line for the Union Cougars. 11:42 left in the football game. There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. Union trying to power forward, get some at least out of the shadow of their end zone. It's going to be a short gain. I think it was Eldridge on the carry, or the quarterback kept it there. Foot.
Yeah, he just trying to get whatever yardage he can so that they're a little outside of that goal line area. Makes it a little tough sledding when you're that close to your own goal line.
So the Cougars now at the 4-yard line for a 2nd and 7. There's the handoff going to the far side. Eldridge trying to get to the outside. Cannot. Chopped down by the Hawk defense. Connor Jorgensen in on the tackle.
Yeah, nicely read by Jorgensen. The guys up front, McCade Polson and looks like Josh Lee. They did a nice job standing everybody up, and Jorgensen came in and just made the tackle.
So 10:50 left here in the 4th quarter of play. It's the Hawks by 2 touchdowns. Now the Cougars at their own 5-yard line, 3rd down and 7 to go. After that fantastic punt to the 1-yard line by Luis Rodriguez, the Hawk punter.
Looks like they got Kafusi in the backfield again. Wouldn't be surprised they use him as a lead blocker.
Caden Hyder to the near side. There's the handoff to Eldridge going over right tackle. He is met and stopped there at the 4-yard line by the Hawk defense. They're going to force a 4th down in a punting situation from the back of his own end zone for Nate Foote.
Boy, I'm scratching my head on that, Mike. They have this big 295-pound kid in there for a lead blocker. They ran away from him. If they'd have bounced that outside, he might have caught a few yards. Who knows, maybe a 1st down. But great play by the North Sanpete defense.
Nate Foote is going to be back at the back of his end zone to punt this one away. Cesar Lemus at the Union 39 to return this. There's the snap. Foote is going to boot it away. Line drive shot, and Lemus is going to get away from it and let it bounce to the 40-yard line where it'll die there. Touched up by Ryan Russell. And the North Sanpete Hawks will have excellent field position at the Union Cougar 39-yard line. You get the feeling if the Hawks are able to drive this ball down, punch this into the end zone, that might be the end of the season for the Union Cougars.
Yeah, that could be the one that breaks their back. So be interested. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Coach Bird dial up a deep pass play here, try to score quickly as they flipped the field on them and got really good field position.
Well, Rhett's always done something that we don't expect. Maybe he'll instead try to run the clock now with some running plays. We don't know what he's going to do, but he's done a great job all season long. Rhett Bird has for the North Sanpete Hawks. Wide receivers to each side. I formation for Chance Clausen under center at the 39-yard line of the Union Cougars. There's the snap. Play action rolling out. He's going to fire one deep down the middle of the field. Has a receiver and overthrew him. Peyton Clausen was there, but he was rushed by the rush of the Union Cougars.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the pressure that was applied, Chase had his brother Peyton wide open in the middle of the field. Not trying to say I called it there, Mike, but they went for the big play and just missed him.
So that'll be a 2nd and 10 from the Cougars' 39-yard line with 9:42 left here in the 4th quarter. 21-7 Hawks lead. You talk about brothers for the Hawks on the field. We talked about Caden Hyder and also the Colby Hyder being brothers and twins. They're actually part of triplets.
Oh, really?
Actually. And they have a sister on the softball team and the cheer squad for Union. Thanks for the Vernal station sending us that information. There's the handoff to the dive back up the middle over the left side, and it's going to be Clausen is going to get the carry. He's going to pick up a couple yards to about the 35.
Sounds like a pretty athletic family there. If all 3 of them are playing ball like that.
It's pretty nice for the Hyder family to get their kids in most of their kids in one pregnancy. That's not bad.
Yeah. My wife would go for that one.
Less pain. Well, I don't know. Probably wasn't less pain, maybe, but
that was 3
one
of
trip
them.
to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-for-1 special. I'm sure the doctor got his 3 births on that one.
Oh, yeah. He billed it out.
3rd down and 5. There's a snap for Clausen. He's going to take it himself. Gets tripped up at the line. Dives forward to the 30. Shy of the 30 for a 4th down for North Sanpete. So the Hawks try for the home run pass, and now they're faced with a 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like Chase got tripped up over as looks like Longschwager's feet there, or else he might have picked up the 1st down. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Bird does here.
So the North Sanpete Hawks with 8:34 left in the football game and ticking, leading 21-7. We'll have a decision here. Looks like they will go for it. Running onto the field for the Hawks is Kai Mickle, the 5'11", 160-pound senior, to bring the play in. Hawks will march up to the line. Another 4th down. This is a 4th down and 2. And a timeout will be called by the North Sanpete Hawks. And they will think about this one. We'll burn a timeout here as well. It's a TRB Rock Products timeout. They provide landscape and decorative rock, sand base, and other products to beautify your home. We'll be back after this.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best 2-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Welcome back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. The North Sanpete Hawks are going to go for it here on 4th down. Clausen under center, 4th down and 2 at the Union Cougar 32-yard line. Long cadence. There's the snap. There's the pitch back to the running back. Looking to the side is Burgess. Burgess, stiff arm, gets to the 25-yard line, gets the 1st down for the Hawks. As Union has converted a couple 4th downs, now the Hawks have as well.
Yeah, that was a big 4th down run there by Burgess. He got a key block by Mickle out there. I know Union's yelling for a hold, but that was a great block and helped him pick up 4 yards for the 1st down.
So they get to the 27-yard line of the Union Cougars for a 1st down and 10. Another MKJ Construction 1st down. State Farm Insurance scoreboard is still 21-7 in favor of North Sanpete. A programming note, the South Sevier Grand 2A quarterfinal game is kicking off as we speak with Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh. They do have that at local10.tv if you want to watch that game until we're able to get it on the radio for you here right after this game. There's the handoff to Jorgensen up the middle. Jorgensen powers his way inside the 20 to the 19-yard line for a fine run there.
Boy, he's ran hard all day long. He started in the 1st quarter, and he hasn't stopped since. He picked up 8 tough yards there just right off the guard and did a nice job keeping those legs churning.
2nd down and 2 for the North Sanpete Hawks as they'll work the clock now, letting the time tick off that clock. As the Cougars can't do much right now to stop it. 21-7, they trail. North Sanpete trying to punch this one in and send themselves into the state semifinals. Caesar Lemus, or check that. Kai Mickle out wide right. There's the handoff going up the middle. The Cougars there for the stop again. We called his name all game long. Nolan Bullethead.
Yeah, he got a great last name, doesn't he? But he's had a heck of a game playing up front for Union. We've called his name at least half dozen times. Just did a great job stopping him.
Easton Rohr in there. Also in there for the Cougars on the stop was Jackson Miller. And with 7:04 left here in the 4th quarter, it'll be a 3rd down and 2 for North Sanpete. Matt Labram's Cougars need to keep the Hawks out of the end zone if they want to have a chance in this game.
They do. And I'm just going to point out, if you're Coach Bird, he loves this because he's just chewing that clock up.
Now we have illegal motion on the Hawks. That'll help the Matt Labram cause, as that'll move the Hawks back 5 yards. Turns a 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7, and probably a play change call from the sideline.
Yeah, that's a big penalty because that going from a normal running play, now you got to put it in the air, and that's not where the Hawks like to focus. They like to run it.
So the Hawks will be back at the Union Cougar 25-yard line. We'll take a look at a score update here in just a little bit. As we have some games going on around the state. Delta has a pick 6 to take the lead over Beaver 8-7 after their 2-point conversion. Here it's 3rd down and 7 for the Hawks. Play action. Back to pass is going to be Clausen. Almost falls. Shovel pass forward.
Whoa.
Peyton Clausen with a catch, but out of bounds. Incomplete.
Wow, that's a great effort there by Chase. He stumbled as he's trying to avoid the pressure, and just kind of, you see Brett Favre and some of these NFL guys just flip that ball out there, and like him and Peyton were practicing that in the backyard, but just couldn't get him inbounds.
So a 4th down decision time for the Hawks. Obviously too close to punt here. I guess you just go for it and see what happens, as starting off at the 25-yard line is still a long way to go for a touchdown for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's almost a no-brainer, and it's too far for a field goal, so you got to go for it.
Well, even if Rodriguez had the leg, you don't want to chance a block and a return for a touchdown
Yeah.
at this point either. Wide receiver out to the far side is Aldrin Circa for the Hawks. There's the snap. Little play action. Throw across the middle is going to be intercepted by the Cougars and then tackled. That's even better than incomplete pass, because now it's at the 15-yard line, but the pick is made by Easton Rohr.
Yeah, nice job by Rohr. He was covering Longschwager on that play, and Chase threw it a little behind him, and he was right there to pick it off, and big turnover for the Union Cougars.
Coming up, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show serving communities like yours all over the western United States. We'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show during our 4th quarter here, as we have to break away for the football game in Moab, Utah in the 2A quarterfinals. South Sevier playing Grand right now as that one just kicked off. 1st and 10 for the Cougars here, trying to mount a comeback with Nate Foote in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Eldridge, pulls it out, runs it himself. Now he's going to throw it to the sideline, and quickly tackled there is going to be number 1. That is going to be Caden Hyder. Boy, the Hawks played that one well.
Really well. Foote did a nice job on the fake. I thought he was going to carry it, and then last second he tries to flip it out there to Hyder, and man, the North Sanpete defense was just right there.
Nicely designed play as he did the play action. Then was going to run it himself on the quarterback option, as you mentioned, then threw it out to the wide receiver along the sideline. The Hawks just had quick pursuit, and that's this team. They are fast.
They are.
North Sanpete is. 6, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, that was some of the plays that Juab threw at North Sanpete last week, and that kind of caught him off guard.
2nd and 7, quick pass out to Hyder on the far side. He slips and falls as he tried to cut back. That's a tough break for the Cougars, as the time will continue to tick with 6:10 left in the football game. North Sanpete leading 21-7. Again, we'll immediately join here on our radio broadcast Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh at the South Sevier Grand game, which is in progress right now. Immediately following our broadcast here, we'll probably take one quick break, do a quick post-game wrap-up, and then send it out to those guys.
Yeah, you want to stay tuned for that one. That'll be a great game there, too.
Last week, Tyson Chisholm rushes for 424 yards and 5 touchdowns, the 5th most in state history from a running back. There's the snap. Back to pass is Foote. Foote steps up. He's going to fire one across the middle. Has a receiver caught. It's going to be Hyder. Hyder at the 35 to the 40-yard line for a 1st and 10. Tackle there by Peyton Clausen.
Nicely done by Foote. He hung in the pocket there, giving Hyder enough time to get behind the linebackers in the zone, placed it right in between the 2 linebackers, and picked up really nice yardage.
So the Hawks now defense will try to recover here with 5:25 left in the game. 1st down and 10. If the Cougars do march it down and score, you could expect the onside kick on the kickoff.
Yeah, you got to almost plan on that one.
Now Nate Foote in the shotgun, wide receiver to each side. Takes the snap. Drops back. Here comes the rush. He's in trouble. Fires it off. It's going to be almost picked off. Knocked down nicely. A great break on the ball by the North Sanpete defensive back. I think it was Connor Jorgensen, or was that Lemus?
No, that was Jorgensen in there, and that was great pressure by number 64, Braxton Brotherson, to force that pass, and Jorgensen almost came up with that interception.
Stops the clock with 5:04 left in the football game. 2nd down and 10 for the Union Cougars. And we do have some scores being announced across the PA here. Did I hear Morgan was ahead of Juab 14-8? It's a 2nd and 10 here. That is the game that the winner of this game will play. The winner of that game next week in the semifinals. Nate Foote, 2nd down and 10 from his own 40-yard line. Drops back to throw. Good protection. He's going to fire one to the near side. It's going to be a sliding incomplete pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 4, Ryan Russell. But I tell you what, he had to go to that receiver on the short route because of the coverage downfield by the Hawks secondary.
It was really good by the Hawks. If he could have looked just to the other side of the field, number 17 had slipped past the corner out there. He might have had a chance there, but he just, it's not much time with all the pressure coming at him.
So 3rd and 10 for the Union Cougars. Definite 4-down territory for them as there's 5 minutes exactly left in the football game. They're down by 2 scores, trying to salvage their season on the road here in Mount Pleasant. The Hawk defense trying to make it to the semifinals for the first time in a couple of years. They lost to Morgan in that semifinal game. They will play Morgan again, possibly in the semis. There's the snap going to the far side. Throw downfield is going to be incomplete. Flag on the play all the way back at the Hawk 35-yard line. I'm not sure what this one is.
I think you might have a hold on the defense from North Sanpete. Boy, Foote took a shot from Jorgensen as he released that ball. Glad he got up okay from that one, but that one, he'll feel that one tomorrow.
So a 3rd and 10, and North Sanpete, if they committed a hold here, that would be a tough break for the North Sanpete faithful as we wait for the official to come around and make the call. It is a hold on the Hawks, and that will be a 1st down for the Cougars, so they keep their drive alive. Again, the Cougars looking at that Sanpete Valley Conoco end zone. They need to get in to keep this game going. You'll find courteous service at the convenience store and famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches, refreshing frazzles, pizza, and yo cream. Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of the highways in Moroni. 4:53 left in this one. 21-7 our score. We'll have a very short Sunrise Engineering post-game show coming up. Sunrise Engineering, we're growing and we're hiring. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
You know, Mike, I got to ask you, what's yo cream? Is that like ice cream?
It's like ice cream, but healthier for you.
Oh, okay.
It's like yogurt, but more ice creamy.
Interesting.
Stop by and have some at the Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of the highways in Moroni.
I'll have to do that.
All right. Swing on over there. Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwich, too. Yo cream for dessert.
All right. I've heard you say it over and over now, and I'm just like, I got to get over there. I don't know what that is.
That's why they advertise.
Yeah.
Trying to bring people like you in. 4:53 left here in the 4th quarter. We had a stoppage in play. I guess the officials had to explain a few things to Rhett Bird. And now we're ready to go with Nate Foote trying to lead his team down for a score. They're down by 2 scores with 4:53 left in the state quarterfinal game.
Well, if you're a Union fan, you need a big play right here, get a quick score.
Foote drops back to pass, has the protection, steps up, fires across the middle, intercepted by the Hawks. Oh, what a pick that time by number 3, Ashton Osborne.
What a great play by Osborne. He read the quarterback on that one. He had an open guy, but Osborne made an outstanding athletic play to bring that interception in, and what a big break for the Hawks.
And what a pick, as that could seal the deal for the North Sanpete Hawks to send them to the state semifinals. What an interception there by Ashton Osborne.
He's had a solid game today. He had a couple catches early, on the offense, and now a pick here on the defense. He's played really, really well today.
4:56 left here in the football game as the Hawks lead 21-7. Interception by Ashton Osborne. 1st and 10 Hawks at their own 37-yard line. We'll have Keith give us maybe some scoring in these final minutes and a scoring update on this game that we're in, how this one ran out, to do our stats before we end our broadcast and have to go out to Moab. There's the handoff in the middle, a 1-yard pickup. And how did we go in this game so far, Keith? What were the scoring opportunities for both teams?
Well, early on for the Hawks, they broke it. They broke a big one, big one by Spencer Jorgensen in the first quarter, and that was with they scored with 12-11 in the first quarter. Then with 2:26 in the first quarter, it was a 2-yard run by Justison to give the Hawks a 14-0 lead. Then Union responded well with a 3-yard run from Mason Eldridge to cut the lead to 14-7. Then right at half, we had a 22-yard pass from Clausen to Bulls to give the Hawks a 21-7 lead at the half.
And that is part of our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. We're growing and we're hiring. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. Another handoff on 2nd and 8 for the Hawks up the middle. Not much going there as the Cougars have stopped it, but the Hawks just trying to chew some time off the clock with 3:51 and ticking here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for the Hawks, they just want to see that clock keep moving. If they could pick up a key first down right here, they'd almost bring it down to a minute left, and Union would have to use that last timeout.
Well, and that's the danger that you run, burning those timeouts early in the third quarter that Matt Labrum had to do on 2 separate series, one at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter, one early in the third quarter, and that's why he can't stop the clock to force him to punt on this drive.
Yeah, it really puts him at a disadvantage.
He only has 1 timeout left, back to pass. New quarterback in the game for the Hawks, throwing out at Ethan Bowles near side, and that's going to be a flag on the play. Trying to get back to the ball for the Hawks was going to be Ethan Bowles, and he was stopped, impeded by alt number 11, Henry Barnes.
Yeah, nicely done. The Hawk receiver, Bowles, he was trying to get to the ball. Had decent coverage from Union's Henry Barnes, but he didn't turn around and look for the ball, and therefore he ran right into the North Sanpete receiver and gets the key first down for North Sanpete.
And with 3:16 left here in the fourth quarter, that may do it. Again, we do appreciate Sunrise Engineering sponsoring our post-game show during our fourth quarter. They're creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. We'll take a look at some other scores from around the state as well, as we do have some score updates for you from our local games that we're broadcasting as well. South Summit beat Enterprise 35-19. Beaver is trailing Delta 8-7 in that first quarter of that one. Any other scores from around the state that you have, Keith?
It looks like just a couple updates, Mike. We've got Millard 14-7, Delta Beaver 16-14 at half. And
Delta leading?
Delta is up 2 on Beaver.
First down and 10 for the Hawks at the 44-yard line of the Cougars. Handoff goes up the middle. Powering forward is the North Sanpete running back pushing the line. Connor Jorgensen gets a push from his line to the 30-yard line for an MKJ Construction first down.
Boy, what a great job by the line for the North Sanpete, just keeping their feet moving. And, you know, the guys up front from Union have been fighting all day long. But you could tell with that last first down, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back.
3 minutes and 8 seconds remain in this football game. Immediately following the final whistle, we will send it out to Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh in Moab, Utah for the South Sevier Grand game, as we will finish up our broadcast here with any other stats or anything we have during our play-by-play at this point. We do appreciate Sunrise Engineering. Of course, they've been serving communities for over 40 years. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. And at quarterback for the North Sanpete Hawks, they had a change. Is that Landon Bowles out there?
Yeah,
or
they
David
got
Serba?
No, that's Landon Bowles, the new quarterback for North Sanpete.
I'm not sure if Chance Clausen is hurt or they're just saving him so he doesn't get hurt for the next game.
No, my understanding is they're just trying to get him a little action. You know, he's only a freshman, so he's a young kid, and they see some potential in him. They want to get him a little bit of action just to get a feel for what it's like.
Matt Labrum talking to the officials on the far side with 2:43 left in the football game as we have a stoppage in play here. Again, we do appreciate all of our sponsors for this broadcast. Clean Cut Roofing, Zions Bank, Utah Heritage Credit Union, Hermanson's Hardware, Centricom Channel 10, Manti Telephone, Barney Trucking, Gunnison Market, Skyline Motorsports, Eco Life, Snow College, Central Valley Medical Center, CO Building Systems, Risk Managers Insurance, Cache Valley Bank, and Intermountain Sanpete Hospital. As the Hawks on the verge of the semifinal matchup with either Morgan or Juab as they're taking care of business with Union right here. Wide receiver out to the far side for the Hawks, Brady Jacobson. Hawks will probably keep it on the ground to chew the clock up. Inverted wishbone. And looking back at the back judge, Landon Bowles for the count. And there he goes, winding the clock with 2:33 left in the football game. North Sanpete Hawk defense, fantastic with that pick. That was the straw that you mentioned that broke the camel's back. Ashton Osborne with the interception.
Yeah, he made a great play, Osborne did, on that ball, and got the ball back to the offense here to run the clock out.
And now the count is on. There's the snap and fumble on the play. Loose ball picked up by the Hawks there as hammered quickly was the Hawk quarterback, Landon Bowles, as he was hammered by big number 59, Nolan Bullethead, to force that fumble. Either Bullethead or Jackson Miller.
Yeah, I think that was Bullethead again in there, and he greeted the new Hawk quarterback with, just a little kiss as he tried to hand that ball off. That's why there was a fumble. He hit him really hard.
So a great job by the Cougars there, but time is ticking with 1:42 left in the football game. North Sanpete will make it to the state semifinals next week as they will take on either Juab or Union, as the Cougars can't do much to stop the clock here with only one timeout left. There's the snap and the push forward for the Hawks, and that's going to go down to about the 25-yard line and stop there. Now the final timeout of the game will be burned by the Union Cougars. We'll take a quick break here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10. We'll be back right after this to wrap up our broadcast.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
We're back once again on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Channel 10, as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Union Cougars in this football game by a score of 21-7 with 1:21 left in the game. The Hawks now have forced the Cougars to burn their last time out for a 3rd down and 7 at the Cougars' 25-yard line. And, of course, we appreciate Sunrise Engineering sponsoring our post-game show during our 4th quarter here, as we have to break away at the final whistle here and send it off to Moab, Utah for the 2A state quarterfinal, with the Grand Red Devils hosting the South Sevier Rams. Robert Lovell, Curtis Marsh will have the play-by-play for you as well, as we will play a close to our game and finish up there. 1:21 left to the North Sanpete Hawks now, with freshman quarterback in there, Landon Bowles. He's under center. Was just hit and sacked and a fumble incurred, but the Hawks got it. There's a quick pass out to Jorgensen near side. He rushes up and gets the first down for the Hawks, and that should about do it. Keith, what are some of our final stats here in this football game that you've kind of mustered up?
Just to give you folks at home an idea how dominant the North Sanpete defense was the second half, they've only given up 29 yards in the second half. So kind of put a bow on the game for them. That they've held the Union Cougars to less than 120 yards total offense for the game. So great job by the Hawk defense, and they've kind of rode their defense all year long, and they showed up real stout today.
With a minute left, the Hawks will take a knee or two, and this will be in the books with freshman quarterback Landon Bowles in replacement of the perfectly fine Chance Clausen, but they want to save him for the next game. Don't want to risk any injury as they take a knee here. Special thanks to all of our sponsors: Intermountain Sanpete Hospital, Cache Valley Bank, Risk Managers Insurance, Seal Building Systems, Central Valley Medical Center, Eco Life and Snow College, Skyline Motorsports, Gunnison Market, Barney Trucking, Manti Telephone, as well as Centricom Channel 10, Hermanson's Hardware, Utah Heritage Credit Union, Zions Bank, and Clean Cut Roofing. One final knee with 30 seconds left coming from Landon Bowles as he waits for the signal from the official on the countdown. The Hawks will play next week on November 3rd in the semifinals against either Juab or Morgan, as the final knee is taken there. And that'll do it as the North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Union Cougars 21-7. For Keith Curtis, I'm Mike Trina. Thanks for joining us here from North Sanpete High School as the Hawks beat the Cougars 21-7. We'll send it to Robert Lovell and Curtis Marsh in Moab, Utah for the South Sevier and Grand game coming up next. Thanks for joining us here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.